It's Tingle and Co. It's Tingle and Co. Come keep with the show. It's a new era. Let's get it, let's go. It's Tingle and Co. What up, Lloyd? What up, Lloyd? You can call me him. I'm Shay Dixon in the whip with them RPMs. Gotta pull up to the chat and shit out to them. Not trying to ball like Big Folk, then get out the gym. Monday through Friday. When you see that notification, we about to go live. Hit this track and do your dance like you Karen Lacey. Run it back and turn Matthew to the house, baby. It's Tingle and Co. Come keep with the show. It's a new era. Let's get it, let's go. It's Tingle and Co. It's Tingle and Co. Come keep with the show. It's a new era. Let's get it, let's go. It's Tingle and Co. What up, Lloyd? What up, Lloyd? You can call me him. I'm Shay Dixon in the whip with them RPMs. Gotta pull up to the chat and shit out to them. Not trying to ball like Big Folk, then get out the gym. Monday through Friday. When you see that notification, we about to go live. Hit this track and do your dance like you Karen Lacey. Run it back and turn Matthew to the house, baby. It's Tingle and Co. Come keep with the show. It's a new era. Let's get it, let's go. It's Tingle and Co. It's Tingle and Co. Come keep with the show. It's a new era. Let's get it, let's go. It's Tingle and Co. What up, Lloyd?
All right, good morning and welcome in here on this Thursday morning. We are live from our Southern Regional Medical Center studios. Shout out to the team here at SRMC, Southern Regional Medical Center, Baton Rouge, Lafayette, Shreveport. Three great locations here in the great state of Louisiana. It is your choice where you go for your medical care. If you've been injured in a car accident, go to Southern Regional Medical Center. Of course, they house Tingle & Co. brought to you by FanDuel. FanDuel Sportsbook brings you our show every single day. Every time we're live, it is because of FanDuel Sportsbook. Go ahead and download the app. Head over to the website today because you can start betting on college football that you will watch this evening. FCS football kicks off here on this Thursday evening. I believe Southeastern Louisiana has a game. They do. They are favored by 24.5 points versus Houston Christian. So if you want to bet on a little local college football, you sure can. With Southeastern kicking off this evening there in Hammond, America. So shout out to FanDuel and good morning to all of you. We appreciate everybody getting here, starting their morning with us. Lloyd, good morning. Wyatt, good morning. How are we doing?
Doing well. Thanks for having me in, boys. Good to see everybody.
Glad you could make it.
Brother, I wish I could have done what you did.
Tough morning with the weather, raining very, very badly. They told me I wasn't going to get there until 8:40, so I said, you know what? I think I'm going to call out on this one. And Lloyd set me up the Zoom link, so I'm here. Happy to be here.
We're glad you could make it. Lloyd, good morning to you, sir. How are you?
Good morning, sir. Excellent. Traffic not that different on the Baton Rouge side.
No, not at all.
Somebody, 3-car wreck on I-10, and everybody was outside their car just looking. And
just watching.
Just in the left lane.
Yep.
We're just going to look at it, see what's going on. Nobody has anywhere to go. Time is a construct.
But hey, we're here. We're live. Right back to your regularly scheduled life, LC.
Mm-hmm.
Now that you're home again, getting caught in the traffic, it happens to the best of us. It is a mess out there. I didn't realize the weather was going to be bad this morning.
Me either.
I would have liked to know that.
It rained.
Yeah. I would have liked to know, because anytime the weather's going to be bad in the morning, you automatically have to prepare yourself
Where's
for it to take a
Christian?
while. Christian's sick. He's
With
got a fever.
foot and mouth disease? Because I wish he had that
Probably.
more often.
Me as well. But yeah, no, he texted me last night, said he napped all day on the couch,
Oh, good.
not feeling well, and was upset that his roommate had his girlfriend over. He was like, "Oh, he can't even fight a fever in peace around here." It's like classic Chrissy. But LSU football 9 days away. I know FCS gets started tonight, week 0 in 2 days, but 9 days away is LSU. And Wyatt Vaughn, I'll let you take it away. Football countdown, 9 days away. What do you have for us?
Yes, sir. 9 days away. We have got some fun players today. Devery Henderson, Grant Delpit for the first 2 years, Ego Ferguson, Early Doucette, Jordan Jefferson, and, of course, the greatest player in the history of Louisiana State University, Marcel Brooks.
Yes.
Come on.
The best. I love me some Marcel Brooks. No, but of course, the actual greatest player in the history of Louisiana State University, Joe Burrow, and that is the play we have today, 3rd and 17. There were so many plays I could have gone with, so many Heisman moments, if you will. I mean, the play against Georgia where he jukes out 3 first-round picks and then throws it to Justin Jefferson. You could have done any of his runs from Alabama, but I figured I'd go safe here with 3rd and 17. Everybody loves seeing the look on McConaughey's face after LSU ices the game.
Oh, one of the all-time F-bombs on camera. Fuck.
It was
Absolutely.
the craziest thing about the play is, and me, Lloyd, Wyatt, we've all done this discussion a million times. It was legitimately, even the announcers in the game, like our entire life watching LSU football, 3rd and 17, what do you do, LC?
You run the ball and punt.
You just hand it off and you punt and you trust your defense. And instead of that, you drop back, you step up in the pocket, and you deliver to Justin Jefferson, who stiff-armed his way into the end zone. Maybe one of the most impactful plays in LSU history, where it was kind of like, this is different. Like, we are officially not the same LSU. If you didn't realize against Georgia Southern or through the first 3.5 quarters of that game, on 3rd and 17, you realized LSU was a different beast with Joe Burrow at quarterback. Great selection, and as LSU wins that game. What a time that was, man. I will live 2019 every day for the rest of my life if I could.
No, well, look, the reason I feel like I can speak on this just a little bit is because I was watching with maybe the college football or at least LSU historian, Charles Handegriff, and he said the same thing that you just said. You got to run it here and punt. That's what LSU does. And whenever he dropped back to pass, he goes, "What the fuck are they doing?" And bang, dagger. And I got one of the best high fives maybe of my life from Richard
Elite.
Dixon and Charles Handegriff, where it was
What a
like,
moment for you,
bang,
LC.
bang, let's go. It's like new LSU starts right now. And it already started, little did we know, Georgia Southern, where it was, look, you have the moment of, I think all of this started for Joe Burrow, whether it be the Auburn game in 2018, the Georgia game in 2018, certainly the Fiesta Bowl in 2018.
UCF game.
Yeah, I'll take that spit and swallow it. Thank you, sir. Fight like tigers.
3rd and 17 was a beautiful moment, a beautiful announcement to the world.
And my favorite thing that I've always liked about that play, if you watch it, the last 2 guys that are in the shot for Texas, Caden Stearns and B.J. Foster, 2 guys. Now everybody remembers Texas came out wearing the DBU shirts and all that bullshit. But if you know B.J. Foster, Caden Stearns, both of those guys were guys who chose Texas over LSU. Caden Stearns was committed to LSU for like a year, I'm pretty sure. Both were like 5-star defensive backs, both committed to Texas over LSU. So, yeah, have a little bit of fucking Justin Jefferson in your face. You should have come to LSU.
There you go. What a play. Good choice, Wyatt. Good choice. 9 days away, LSU. We're in the single digits, a little over a week away from LSU football getting kicked off. I cannot wait. We're also about to have Zack Nagy join us. Very, very close to Nagy hopping in the Zoom call. Of course, Nagy works over there with Go 24/7. Will join us to talk a little bit of LSU football, as there is plenty going on around the Tigers. We will have Nagy at 8:30. We'll have Rohan Davey at 9 a.m. Both of them to join us to talk about everything going on around LSU. There's plenty to talk about on and off the field, whether you want to talk about eligibility question marks, SEC rulings, governor's statements, or you want to talk about what to expect from the Tigers on the field as they kick off in just 9 days versus Clemson in the Real Death Valley on a Saturday night, September 5th. So we will get them set up. We'll have them in here very, very soon to talk some football.
Roe on the Zoom is going to be a day that we ruin history, because if we can get him to do that, I prefer him in studio, but just saying, the technology is a hell of a thing.
It is.
And if we can get Roe to get set up on Zoom at some point.
One day. One day. I think he prefers to be in person.
Oh,
but
absolutely.
One day.
He's going to be disappointed with no Chrissy,
He
no
will
Wyatt.
be. He will be. He'll be let me down. No Poggi. But there is plenty to talk about. These stories, nice. These stories have not stopped. And as we wait for Zack to join us, I want to talk about this a little bit. We talked somewhat about it yesterday, but Lloyd, I'll open it up to you. Your reaction to the jersey numbers Nagy's in. We'll get back to that as we're going to continue our conversation. We can ask Zack. Zack, were you surprised? I think a lot of people were anticipating, and there's been a lot of conversation. We've talked about it a good bit over here. Witt 18, Trades 7. It comes out that it's Braylon Moore in 18, which I don't think is a bad choice whatsoever, but no Witt. And so I think that had some people scratching their heads. Ultimately find out it's Trades and Witt in 7. What was your reaction?
Yeah, the first thing, good morning, fellas. Appreciate y'all for having me on.
Appreciate you.
And a little bit surprised. I mean, I'm not going to sit here and say that Braylon Moore is not deserving of that. I mean, we're talking about a player who's the anchor of the offensive line, a guy who is more than deserving of number 18, and one that behind the scenes continues to kind of praise this offseason. So it checks out, right? When you talk about Braylon Moore getting that number. Have we seen 2 number 7s get distributed at the same time? No. So I think it's cool to have something different happen. Whit Weeks is more than deserving. And then Trades Green, there's no introduction needed there. I mean, he's a freak of nature. So, yeah, I think it's really cool. I like the kind of route that they went on this. Braylon deserves it. This is a guy who stayed the course and returned for this season. And then the other two, of course, and Trades and Witt deserve that as well. So a little surprised initially, but the more you sit back and think about it, the more it makes sense.
What do you think that this tells you about Braylon Moore? Maybe the coach's take on it, the player, the team's viewpoint on Braylon Moore? Because I think it is one that not a lot of people were thinking about, and when you sit back and think about it, it does make sense. But what does it kind of announce to you with Braylon Moore being the selection for number 18?
Yeah, that he's doing a lot more behind the scenes than maybe we thought before. You know, Bo Bordelon was somebody that I wrote about a couple of weeks back saying this is a guy who I could envision wearing that number 18 patch. I know it's a little bit different when you're an O-lineman. You know, you can't wear the number, but the patch is still cool, I guess. But, you know, it shows that Braylon's doing a lot behind the scenes. You need veteran leadership when you bring in over 55 newcomers to a roster. So it says a lot about what he's doing in that locker room behind closed doors. And kudos to him, man, because you have such a new look offensive line room. Sure, you bring back Weston Davis and, you know, maybe a couple other pieces here and there. But I'm telling you, man, it's a new look O-line. It says a lot about what he's doing to get that unit in stride. And I'm proud of him. It's really cool. Every time you get to talk to Braylon, he's a class act. Yeah. They always throw him out there in media interviews just because he's such a well put together guy when it comes to speaking to us. So it's awesome. I'm really happy for him.
And speaking of all the things going on around LSU, I want to ask you a question. With, you know, in our vocabulary, we use a lot of words when we talk about sports. A couple of words that I don't think I ever said in my life that now, especially over the last month, I think I've said multiple times every single day are TRO, temporary restraining order, and an injunction. Those are things I've never said. How many times do you think you've said those words over the last week?
Yeah, I'll tell you what, my vocabulary over the last week has been constantly saying shit. Every single time I get a notification on my phone. It does not stop. The amount of times, look, so obviously we've talked about this ad nauseum, right? I got married in June, that, and the other. 2 of my groomsmen are lawyers. So I've had the chance to sit back and bother them pretty much every day about this stuff just to pick their brains. I didn't know when I hear temporary restraining order, I think of the worst. I think of some crazy stuff, right?
Right.
Yeah, and then you hear about
a crazy ex-girlfriend or boyfriend.
Yeah, exactly, man. So you hear that, and so I'm like, well, what? What is a TRO? What is this? And and then you hear preliminary injunction, and I don't know what that is, man. So you call them up, and you start to try to pick their brains on it all, and You read Pete Thamel's stuff. You call some of our guys higher up at CBS Sports and start to talk to them, like Chris Hummer and Matt Zenitz, and start to see what their kind of perspective is on it all. So, yeah, I mean, initially at first, it was just a foreign language. It was something that I didn't really understand too much about, and that's being completely transparent. I think that goes for a lot of us in the media space. Some people can put up a front and act like they know this, that, and the other, but it's been a really unique time frame. And so just picking other people's brains has helped me a lot in this. And to answer your question, yeah, man, I've probably heard the term preliminary injunction 300 times a day. I mean, you read about it. We get calls about it. We see it on socials. I mean, it's ridiculous. It is such a crazy era of college athletics. Everybody keeps saying that they're going to find some regulations, this, that, and the other, but I just seem like every hour there's something new coming out on this.
No, you're exactly right. I mean, the fact that we're 9 days away. I was looking at literally a year ago today, we were doing a cornerback room preview for LSU Clemson, and I literally can't do that now because I don't know who's going to be in the cornerback room because they could add whoever. And so I'll ask you kind of a two-parter. One, first off, what is your viewpoint on this situation, on the eligibility question marks about NFL players and NBA players and how that plays out? And then ultimately, how do you think this will play out and move forward from an LSU standpoint?
It's so twofold is the best way that I can put it. Noah, it's like on one shoulder, I sit back and I'm like, man, these guys didn't know that this 5-5 was going to become a reality. They declared for the draft. They stayed in the draft. They signed rookie minicamp deals, this, that, and the other. They had no clue that this was going to be a thing. And so it becomes a reality moving forward where these guys are going to get 5 years of eligibility, and that class of 2022 is that spot that didn't get to utilize an extra COVID year. And then they didn't get to utilize the extra fifth year like the 2023 class gets to. So that 2022 recruiting cycle is in this, rough spot. And so on one shoulder, I sit back and I'm like, dang, man, like, yeah, they deserve an opportunity to come back to college and capitalize on it financially. And then you look on the other shoulder and it's like, shoot, and you've NFL players who were in facilities and stuff and working against other pros and doing this, that, and the other. And it's really tough to sit back and say that, or justify rather, a pro coming back to college like Daquan Wright or Xavier Harris, who they were in these NFL buildings and whatnot and signed these contracts and stuff. Do I think that you look at it where there's players who signed rookie minicamp deals and stuff like that trying to come back? Yeah, it's a little interesting. I think sometimes in some ways it's a little selective, like Lane Kiffin said, when it comes to the TROs and all these court rulings and stuff. It's really interesting on that front. But my perspective moving forward, now that we've got like all that knocked out, would be I don't envision a world where Lane's going to back down. I think he's in super deep here, and now it's about seeing how much further you can go. Everybody keeps asking me, is the juice worth the squeeze, right, when you talk about this? And at this point, I'm not sure. Yeah. You need to start to focus on Clemson, and you need to start to get out of headlines a little bit because week one is no joke. I mean, we can talk about Clemson this way, that way, but at the end of the day, that's going to be a formidable opponent. And then you have Ole Miss, Texas A&M also in September. So it's time to kind of lock in and get ready for the season. But do I think these two guys would help with the roster? No doubt. I mean, you're talking about two all-SEC caliber players.
And I'll ask you, if they don't end up on the roster and LSU does kind of – this plays out where they don't play for the Tigers, how much, I guess, doubt is the word I would use. Like, how much doubt does this add – maybe to your expectations for this season? Because I do think there is a strong section of people out there that look at this as maybe LSU announcing they're not as good at specific positions, the defensive line, maybe at tight end as well. And I view it as, look, they're just trying to get better, make the team as good as possible with what's allowed. But there are people that look at it and say maybe this is Lane Kiffin telling you they're not happy where they're at in certain positions.
Yeah, I mean, it's a fair question. For me, the tight end room is lacking playmakers other than Tradez. And if you want to call Tradez a tight end, I can agree with you there. But at the same time, we're talking about a 6'7" receiving threat at the end of the day who does not put his hands in the dirt very often to block. So from a playmaker's perspective, you're lacking there. Zack, the Oregon transfer, does the dirty work. He's more of an H-back. He's a guy who's going to block every single rep. Malachi Thomas suffered a couple drops during camp as well. So it's been a little interesting there, man. Like, you don't have that many playmakers in that room moving forward, and so I can see why they'd want to add a Daquan Wright to it. This is a guy who fits the offense to a T under Charlie Weiss and company. So that one makes sense. And then you look at Xavier Harris. I mean, you don't want to have to rely on two true freshmen in 2026. I know that Richard Anderson and Deuce Gerald's it's hype galore, and they are going to be amazing. I mean, that 1-2 punch in the future, factor in Lamar Brown as well, where he's versatile on the inside and outside. You're set for the future there, but you don't want to have to rely on true freshmen there. And so when you look at Xavier Harris as a potential addition, I don't think that's sitting here saying that you're nervous or worried about the D-line, but talking about a 6'8", 330-pounder who was an all-SEC guy last year. So you want to try to stack as much talent as you can. It's Lane Kiffin's job to stack as much talent as he can. He said he's going to exhaust all options. He's going to bend the rules as much as he can. It's exactly what he's doing. Do I think from an expectations perspective, Noah, like you initially asked, it puts a damper in things? Maybe a little bit. I think when you add an all-SEC defensive tackle, it boosts your stock. When you add Daquan Wright, it boosts your stock. Does that put you over, let's say, that 9-3, 10-2 mark where everybody's hovering? It could. But at the end of the day, the top-end talent on this roster is ridiculous. And I think if you don't get those two players, it just means that you're just going to have to stay healthy the entire year, and you cannot risk many injuries at all, which is pretty a given, right? I mean, that there goes no explanation there.
Do you think that there's a world in which this thing is just all set up for week 3?
Like, in the sense of, if you get them and it happens, they're ready for week 3, or this is just something to continue to hype up expectations?
No, that considering that we literally are 7 days away, 9 days away from LSU football actually toe meets leather, and then it would be tough to be like, hey, Daquan Wright, come play. Like, what, you don't know what package is being brought in. Like, you're not even on campus yet. But if you look down the road, you start looking at LSU, SEC. It's fortunate or unfortunate, however you want to look at it, that it is going to be Ole Miss. But by that time, if they're able to get this injunction on the 31st, you start kind of getting themselves ready for maybe a little tune-up against Tech. And then by week 3, Daquan Wright knows the system. And then whatever you want to do with Xavier Harris or put him on the defensive line, plug and play. I don't know, but I just think that it's another little wrinkle to have to add to the week 3 scenario of LSU Ole Miss, and that being the first conference game that you play.
100%. I mean, Lloyd, it sets the stage for that entirely. I would see no world where they're ready for Clemson. I'm not sure I even see a world where they'd be ready for Tech. I mean, you're talking about Junior Tuihalamaka, who's going to need to continue to get back in game shape, learn the system, this, that, and the other. Daquan Wright and Xavier Harris have a leg up on the competition in a sense because they know the system. At least Daquan Wright does. Xavier Harris would have to come in and learn a whole new Blake Baker scheme.
350.
Right, and like they're getting game shape and this, that, and the other. So 100%, like this would set the stage for week 3, no doubt. And this is something that I've said on numerous occasions is if you get any of these fifth-year players, I envision week 3 as that let's go kind of spot here. So I'm right there with you. I think all it does is just add another layer to what this game's going to be. And it's going to be a bloodbath. I mean, it is becoming something that, we knew was going to be crazy, right? But man, it just continues to blow up more and more for that September 19th game. And this would just add another layer to it. So, yeah, I'm right there with you, man. I think that if these guys were to become eligible and LSU were to roll with it and go there, then, yeah, I think September 19th, week 3 against Ole Miss would probably be a pretty smooth target date, right?
And from the Lane Kiffin standpoint and kind of the Ole Miss, the hate that get. I listened to his press conference on Monday, and I think Lloyd would agree. Like it was the 1,000% right message. Even his interview on the McAfee show, like he is giving the right message. It's just maybe the wrong messenger. Like people are just not going to believe him or just automatically hate what he has to say. Exhibit A, him saying he didn't call Todd Monken. Everybody said he's lying about it, and then Todd Monken comes out and says he lies. And so it's to me, I was very much impressed with Lane's answers and his viewpoint and his take on the situation, where it's like, look, you can't really just pick and choose which court orders you want to follow and which ones you want to fight. What were your takeaways from Lane's comments on this situation and the hands that LSU football is in?
Yeah, I mean, I think there's really like three major takeaways there. One is right. You can't pick and choose which direction you want to take when it comes to these TROs and restraining orders and preliminary injunctions and all these other terms that we're learning about every second of the day. I mean, you look at what Ole Miss did with Trinidad Chambliss and, tonsillitis and this, that, and the other over there. You look at, of course, other schools across the country as well that are utilizing. So, yeah, he's right in that sense. So that was one major takeaway for me, during that McAfee appearance that, caught my attention, because he's right. I mean, there's not really many ways to slice it. Like, it does make sense in a big-time way. And then I loved how he said the hero and the villain aren't too far apart. I mean, that was just cut and dry, like perfect Lane Kiffin right there. Like, I thought that was fantastic. And then really a couple other quick hitters from him were, just talking about how they attack this process, how they're going to recruit these guys because they're going to go to other schools. And no, I can tell you for a fact that other SEC schools have been recruiting the likes of other players that are, I can't say names, but in this fifth-year process, like, they're recruiting these guys very aggressively. And it's not, big time. I don't know the Big Ten scene or anything there, but I'll tell you firsthand, SEC schools galore are recruiting a ton of these players, whether it is a Jack Pyburn, whether it is a Daquan Wright, whether it is a Xavier Harris. I mean, there are other schools that are pursuing these guys. And so from Lane Kiffin's point of view, where he says, hey, these guys are going to try to play football this year, and if they get the opportunity to do so, they're going to play at other schools. So if we have to be the poster child in this and prove that we're going to attack it head on, we're going to do it. It's Lane Kiffin. He's always going to be under a microscope. So for sure, there were a lot of things that he said this week, whether it was during his press conference Monday, going on McAfee, etc., that were, of course, headline worthy. But at the end of the day, you take Lane Kiffin's name off of it and you put in another coach, what they're saying makes complete sense. So, I hear Lane's perspective, absolutely. But he's always going to be, portrayed as this big-time villain and whatnot, no matter what he does.
Last question I have on this situation, I just want to ask, in your opinion, if you were to bet on if or if not these guys wear an LSU uniform this season, what would you say?
Yeah, I'd say Junior Tuihalamaka. His case is pretty cut and dry. I'd be pretty surprised if he didn't get the chance to play for LSU this year. So for him, yeah, I feel pretty confident in that. But man, beyond him, Pete Thamel, this isn't per me, this is per Pete Thamel yesterday, reporting that all three of them were expected to be in town or already in town and set to practice this week if everything goes accordingly. Right. So, you have to sit back and think that they're going to push this thing to the buzzer. Right. Junior Tuihalamaka, I would say 80% or more. I think that there's a really good chance that he plays this year. I'd probably go even closer to 90%. If he didn't play for LSU, I'd be pretty shocked. I'll tell you that. Daquan Wright and Xavier Harris, you have to worry about the penalties. You have to try to include in your preliminary injunction the SEC interconference rulings too, because technically they're going Ole Miss to LSU, even if people want to sit back and say they're going from the NFL to LSU. So you got to make sure that the language is right, of course, in that court hearing. I'd sit there and say 50-50. I know that it's a bullshit answer and something that, I could fall back and say, well, yeah, I thought this was going to happen, or yeah, I thought this was going to happen. But I'd really have to sit back at this point, man, and say it's 50-50 for Xavier Harris and Daquan Wright. Junior Tuihalamaka, I'm in a different stratosphere on that, where I think he should play and will play. My expectation would be yes, but the other two, 50-50. I mean, it's going to be really interesting to see how far Lane Kiffin and company push this to the buzzer.
And that's what I was going to ask you. What are the limits of this? Are you concerned at all? Do people care if you get wins, taken away, a year later, if it goes through, the court system, the legal process, obviously, it moves very slowly. And if they're under a preliminary, you're see how this goes, whatever, and then they're suspended later, whatever that may be, or if LSU gets wins vacated, do you think that matters at all for LSU? And the second question I want to ask, kind of in the same vein, is do you think that the committee looks at this any differently and says we can't put LSU in because, like, what if they are 12-0 and you're looking at a team that clearly, I guess by some would say they broke the rules, but if they are undefeated and they go into a situation in which we have to take the law into our own hands and be like, LSU's not eligible?
It's a good question on the second one. I didn't really think too much about that, if I'm being honest with you. It makes complete sense. So I'll start with number 2 and then go to the first one after. Yeah, Lloyd, I think that's a really good perspective, to be honest. And then, like, the chance of playing like a Big Ten school that obviously said that they're not going to do this, that, and the other. Like, yeah, that's a really interesting perspective that I didn't really think too much about. And in the first part, yeah, I mean, you don't want to have to vacate wins. I mean, that's definitely going to be at the top of the pecking order. But when you're talking about things that you want to avoid, no doubt. So, yeah, I think for the second question, it's a really good perspective that I haven't thought too much about when it comes to, the CFP committee and whatnot there. And if they take all this into consideration, it'd be hard to imagine that they don't. And then, of course, you look at that first question where you don't want to have to vacate wins at all. That's something that, when it comes down to it, where we talk about things happening at the buzzer and thinking about the big picture thoughts and big picture perspectives and repercussions to this, that would probably be at the top of the pecking order of things that you want to avoid. That's not just coming from my perspective. I would feel like that's coming from internally as well. So, yeah, I think that's something that they're always considering as they continue to get closer. I mean, we're 10 days away, like you said, and we're dealing with this right now. It's maddening. It's maddening.
Because when it comes to vacating wins, like, I still remember Memphis playing in that national championship against Kansas with Derrick Rose. Like, he didn't take the ACT. Everybody knows that, and it's okay. I still remember that game being an all-timer. So if, like, you want to look back at a year and go, oh, that year didn't count for LSU because of what? Like, I don't think that matters to me at all, but that could just be strictly an LSU perspective of what they went. Like, what if they go 15-0 and you're just, what? Yeah, that didn't count.
From an LSU fan perspective, I mean, nobody's going to give a damn. They're going to sit back and they're going to say, man, like, we got to live this Lane Kiffin ride. We got to live this ride, go, 15-0, whatever. Like, if that was what happened long-term from this, then I don't think from a fan perspective they would care at all. Of course, internally, you don't want to have to vacate a natty. You wouldn't want to have to vacate these wins and whatnot. So it's twofold on that, too. But I'm right there with you, man. Like, if you get the chance to sit back and ride that ride, if that was the, future here with that, then, yeah, I think a lot of LSU fans would be willing to face those repercussions moving forward.
And then turning the page to football, finally, actually, the on-field game that will happen in 9 days as LSU and Clemson face off on September 5th. I want to just ask your thoughts as fall camp is wrapped up. You've heard from Lane Kiffin every week up until this game. What are your takeaways from fall camp that maybe going in to August you were kind of looking at and coming out maybe you feel differently or better about?
Yeah, I'm going to take a page out of Blake Baker's book here where he was talking about the safety room. And going into camp, you might have thought it was a little bit of concern. And now you exit fall camp, and it might be your biggest strength on defense other than your 1-2 punch at the linebacker room. So the safety room has been the biggest surprise to me, man. I really do think that you're in good hands. I think Jace Thomas is a baller. He's put on over 10 pounds to his frame. He lived in the building pretty much during the offseason and got a ton of praise from those internally about what he put together when the doors were closed during fall camp. Tamarcus Cooley is a really good player who has over 700 snaps from a season ago. No introduction needed for Ty Benefield. Sean Spears is a baller too. Aiden Hall is a guy who I'm really high on moving forward. Fahim Delane. I mean, the names go on and on, right? I feel like you could rattle off 5 to 6 players that could make an impact this year if need be. So the biggest takeaway defensively for me is the safety room and just how impressive they truly are. I mean, that safety room has been awesome during camp. A little bit of a concern on the interior defensive line. Yeah. I mean, there's no secret there. That's why you're attacking a guy like Xavier Harris. But, if you have to fall back on Dominic McKinley, Deuce Geralds, Richard Anderson, Malik Blockton, Steph Green, I mean, still a really good 5-man rotation. So defensively, those would be the two things. If we want to talk about a positive and a potential negative, would be positive, that safety room is awesome. Quote-unquote negative, we'll see what happens in that defensive line room and see if they can withstand the SEC. You flip the script offensively, that running back room is crazy. Stacey Gage's emergence down the stretch is incredible. Behind the scenes during that close scrimmage, Caden Durham was awesome on Saturday. So a big-time takeaway offensively would be how awesome that running back room looks right now. And then we'll see what happens in pass pro on the O-line. Is this pass protection going to be something that comes together early? Is it going to be something that takes a couple of weeks? You don't have time for it to come together.
Weeks.
So you don't have time. Like, it has to come together now. So that's a thing for me that I'm going to be watching week 1 really closely against Clemson, is just to see how strong they are in pass pro. But other than that, man, fall camp was pretty seamless for this program. Knock on wood, they stayed healthy. They got a lot of things together offensively to where they're clicking. Defensively, it's coming together for Blake Baker's unit where they seemingly won August. It was a really good stretch for this program. I mean, I don't want that to be hidden, with all this legal stuff and everything going on in headlines. Like, this is a really strong team that's been put together very, very well. The top-end talent's ridiculous, and the product that they're going to put on the field is also going to be incredible. So, I don't want that to be hidden, all this other extracurricular stuff too.
Okay, well then going into Clemson, how do you think that game's going to play out? September 5th in Death Valley, the real Death Valley. LSU going in as the number 11 team. Clemson not ranked, starting a first-time starting quarterback, but they have some talent at some spots, especially defensively. How do you anticipate that game playing out?
Yeah, I think LSU goes and gets it done pretty, I'll say double digits. I mean, I envision a world where they get it done by 10 plus. I don't know what y'all's FanDuel line is right now. If you know what it is,
it's 10.5.
Yeah, then there, like that fits the mold pretty well. Shout out FanDuel. But at the end of the day, like, I see them going and winning by 10 plus. I think that this is one where your top end talent. That's the term that I've continued to use, and I'm not going to stop. I mean, your first 11 on the field on both sides is just awesome. Like, awesome from a talent perspective.
Zack,
and the leadership abilities that they show too, with the likes of Ty Benefield, Whit Weeks, Trey Green, Sam Levitt. I mean, it's a really put together squad, man. So I think going into week 1 where you have your first 11 roll out there, you're going to be in good shape. I envision them going and get a double-digit win against a Clemson team that has a lot of question marks, right, in the quarterback room, offensively. Who are they going to roll out there? There's a lot of different buzz in the quarterback room right now for them. So for me, I envision LSU to go out there, handle business, and the environment is going to play such a big-time role too. And like you said, the real Death Valley, Lane Kiffin's debut. Who knows who walks them out? I mean, everybody wants to say all this stuff about Boozy and stuff, which I think would be crazy. But bottom line is this: like, I think that this team is super talented and is going to be able to get a double-digit win to open this Kiffin era.
A two-part question now, because I had one question. Do you think this defense? First of all, I'll ask you one at a time. Do you think this defense is being slept on at all?
Hell yeah, man! Like, I think when you talk about again, I hate to say it again, it sounds like a broken record, but when you talk about the top end talent on that team, it's really, really special. I think Deshaun Spears is going to be just in store for a huge year. I think he's not getting talked about enough, in my opinion. I think Deshaun Spears is awesome. You put him closer to the line of scrimmage, he's super physical. I think he's going to wreak a ton of havoc there. So I love what Deshaun Spears is going to do this year. I'm speaking it into existence right now. Talking about Ty Benefield, he's a dude. I mean, Whit Weeks has talked about it ad nauseum, how this is a player, if all things go right, could be a first-round pick. Whoever's next to him, whether it's Chase Thomas or Tamarcus Cooley, you're loaded there. Your edge room, you talk about Prince Umamuelen, Dylan Carpenter, who's emerging late. Then you talk about Jordan Ross and Lamar Brown. It's a really strong 2-deep depth chart there. Throw in Junior Tui Halamaka if he's eligible. Lloyd, the talent's there. Long story short, I don't need to go here and list the entire damn depth chart. But I'll tell you this, they got talent galore there. Blake Baker is a defensive savage, and I really do think that this unit is going to be one that could end up in the year top 20 when it's all said and done, maybe top 15 if all goes right from a health perspective. Cornerback room's a little bit of a worry, but barring health concerns, man, I think that this could be a top 20, top 15 unit in America. And if people are sleeping on them now, I don't think they will come the middle of October when they start to put it all on the field and get everything clicking.
And second part of this is, how much do you think this game would be looked at differently if LSU had not gone, I guess you can say, 1-0 versus Clemson, and then you're trying to get your look back? All new staff, clearly on the offensive side of the football, but it feels like the Clemson game is almost a foregone conclusion, at least in LSU. It's not nearly as impactful as it was last year, where it felt like top 10
matchup.
Top 10 matchup, and now it's Clemson unranked, LSU still trying to figure out who they are from a national perspective. And so how much do you think that plays a factor into going into this game, where it feels like from an LSU side, it's kind of name the score?
I think you've seen LSU overlook opponents in the past and it not go their way. So right now, I think the team needs to start to lock in, of course, on this game, which they probably are doing, right? You don't need to hear somebody with a mic tell you that. I think this is something where, they're starting to lock in on this Clemson matchup, but I would hate to see them overlook their week 1 opponent and have it be hidden because of all this other legal stuff behind the scenes and start to only look ahead to week 3 against Ole Miss. I think lock in on this opponent right now and handle business, which I think they're going to do, right? I mean, Lane Kiffin's super organized in his approach. He's meticulous in his approach. And yes, in headlines, it's this, that, and the other, but you have to assume behind closed doors that this team is really clicking on all cylinders. And for me, to answer that question, Lloyd, I think, it's easy to sit back and look at this one as a foregone conclusion given the circumstances. In Baton Rouge, Lane Kiffin's debut, the top-end talent on LSU's team. It's easy to sit back and say that, and, I'd be a hypocrite if I tried to say differently, considering I just said that I think they get a double-digit win. But, of course, locking in on the task at hand is super important. I think when it's all said and done, come game week, all this will be a bunch of BS, and they'll be ready to roll.
Have you gotten to the point of, you think LSU is going to be pretty fucking good?
Yeah. Yeah, I have. I don't want to sit here and be this stuff. Dude, I mean, also, if I said no, that everybody would, blow me the hell up to me, so I have to sit back and say, I think they're going to be pretty damn good, which is the truth. I'm not blowing smoke at all. I think this team is going to be really damn good. Again, for the probably 5th or 6th time, the top-end talent is ridiculous. The guys that you brought back, Harlem Berry, Whit Weeks, Trades Green, Caden Durham, etc., are ballers. The portal class that you brought in, a bunch of ballers. This coaching staff, a massive coaching staff, by the way, that Lane Kiffin brought in, are ball knowers galore. I mean, you could sit back and look from the top down. This program is in good hands. The financial commitment that you put in here ensured that Lane Kiffin can compete for a national championship in year 1. Everything that you look at over the last 8 to 9 months puts you in the direction right now where this is a team that can compete for the college football playoff opportunity and then compete for the Natty once they get in there. So, this team is going to be pretty damn good. I don't see a world where it collapses on top of them this year. I think there's too much organizational buy-in, I guess you could say, here that we did not see last year at all, of course. So for me, I think this team's going to be pretty damn good. I envision a 9-3, 10-2 world. I don't see the roof caving in on them. Before the season starts quickly, we should try to do predictions or something next week or something. But sure. I'll tell you what, man, I see a world where this team looks really good.
Yeah, no, I think as time continues to go on, and maybe that's just the LSU fan sickness, but I also think just from us watching this team, seeing them out there, and understanding the level of talent and the actual seriousness around the program, I think the closer we get to game day, the higher our excitement and our maybe acceptance of maybe they just are good instead of our skepticism or being a pessimist around all of it.
It's all because of last year.
Very true. So
yeah, Garrett Nussmeier looks awful for the Chiefs.
Rolling left,
I don't want to talk about that, man.
rolling left, throwing right, redirecting receivers. It's unbelievable. But
God, he was so depressed.
Zach, we appreciate you make some time for us. What do y'all have coming up? I'm sure plenty happening around Go 24/7 right now.
Yeah, we got a ton of content rolling out. I mean, you talked about on the recruiting front September 5th, last time you and I spoke. Yeah. I mean, I think we were talking about 30-plus recruits that are going to be in attendance. I'd probably level that up to 40-plus recruits that will be in attendance for September 5th in Death Valley. So a ton of recruiting content that we'll have rolling out over the next couple of days. Preseason predictions. Obviously, all this legal buzz, what's happening behind the scenes there. So check it out, man. We got a 60% off promo, $4.67 a month for a year. If you use that promo code or $1 for your first month, got a ton of content rolling out there, man, and a lot of stuff happening behind the scenes. So come check us out, give us a test run, see if you like it, and I would ensure that you will, because we got a lot of stuff cooking on the site, and the Lane Kiffin era is here, man. There's no better time to check out, all entities with LSU. Same thing goes right here as well. So make sure to subscribe too if you're not. Absolutely.
Appreciate you very much, and great work. And we'll talk to you again soon.
Yeah, fellas, I appreciate it. Y'all have a good one. We'll talk soon.
Yep, you too. There he is, Zack Nagy, Go 24/7, doing great work covering LSU football in the Lane Kiffin era here over there with 24/7 Sports. It is quite a time around LSU. We just covered what's happening around LSU, and we talked about eligibility, new players, old players, roster, game, the whole thing, because it's an unbelievable time with LSU Football. Rohan Davey will be here at 9:15, about 10 minutes. Got caught in that traffic because it is a mess on the roads in Baton Rouge, Louisiana right now. So make sure you drive safe, take care of yourself out there, because people seem to lose it when the rain starts falling from the sky. And we'll have him in here about 10 minutes. And there he is. Wyatt Vaughn's still there. Wyatt, what are your thoughts on some of Zack's takes? Anything he said stood out to you?
Well,
Ask a question, you pussy.
What'd you say?
I said, ask a question, pussy.
Oh, I didn't want to bother him. He seemed like he was on such a roll. But I don't think anybody could see it. But I think when he started talking about Deshaun Spears, I was smiling from ear to ear. Because, I mean, I talked about it yesterday a little bit. Like, that was one of my players that I was most excited to hear about going into fall camp. And it seems like he's kind of been off the radar. We haven't heard a ton of reports. But to hear that he's doing really, really well, obviously we don't need to get into the Perkins thing again. But I think he can be such an upgrade at that star position. I'm so excited to see number 10 play on September 5th. That was my biggest takeaway.
No, I agree. I just think that defense in general, like I was looking at the rankings of the ESPN Top 100 or whatever, and you have 3 offensive guys, 3 defensive guys. Talk about complimentary football. Jordan Seaton comes in at 34, Sam Levitt 37, Ty Benefield 38, Whit Weeks 41, Trades Green 49, and then you trickle down the list, and I think the biggest snub of the – I guess not snub. The biggest underrating of the list is Prince Wu Monmielen at 80. I have a strong, strong gut feeling he plays much better than the number 80 player in the country.
Absolutely. I completely agree with you. That's the exact same thing that I thought. I think you can make the argument that every player on the list could go up, but especially Prince Will. I mean, everything we've heard out of camp is the battles that he's had with Jordan Seaton have been absolutely amazing to watch, and he has been a dominant force coming off the edge, just wreaking havoc. So I truly believe Prince Will is a guy who could work himself, not even just into the top 50, but maybe even into the top 30, top 15, because I think that's a guy who has first-round pick potential. And I think you can say the same thing with Trades Green, Whit Weeks, Ty Benefield, Sam Levitt, and Jordan Seaton as well.
Lloyd, I want to ask you. Braylon Moore getting 18, what does that tell you? I asked Zack the question, but I think because it caught all of us by surprise, I would say. There are a lot of people that feel strongly about transfers getting 18. Like they feel like it should be a homegrown LSU commit, that type of thing. What does Braylon Moore being given the patch kind of tell you about it?
No, I mean, I think it was – look, I don't think this is a contingent on him coming back to wear 18 as it were the previous number discussion we've had in the past. No, I think it's a massive piece that kind of goes unnoticed because of so many things that have happened with LSU football from the jump from Lane Kiffin to now. But Braylon Moore coming back was a huge deal, and I do think that he has shown all the things that an 18 shows. When you listen to Whit Weeks talk about like Bo Bordelon deserving 18, I get it. Because that is kind of the quintessential what you would think of. It becomes a Louisiana guy, paid his time, paid his dues, worked harder than anybody else in the room, all of those things. But I think you could say all of that for Braylon Moore as well. Like somebody that came back, fought through injury last year, comes back to LSU to be your stalwart center because that was your probably biggest get before on the offensive line, before you added a left tackle that's probably the most expensive in the room. Braylon Moore is a huge deal because of how much think about how much we talked about him last year with Garrett Nussmeier and how much of a difference he made. When he didn't play, you were rolling the football back to Garrett. And
no, I mean, him going out in that Tech game just dismantled the whole game.
It was awful.
Yeah.
And so look, I think they've gotten better up front with those 5 regardless, but I don't think you can speak highly enough of somebody like that to come back, play through injury, and then be able to be kind of what you look to as your linchpin of the offensive line. Like a center is a huge deal.
Yeah.
It starts there.
2 people touch the ball every single play. It's the center and the quarterback. Every
and
play.
Trades Green.
There you go. It's like a pitcher and a catcher. Like they're that important because they usually touch the baseball every single time on the field. And so I like what the point Fonz makes because I was about to kind of say the same thing. The one thing about yesterday that stood out to me the most that I enjoyed was when they were announcing 18, they had former 18s there. Of course, Greg Penn is on staff, a former 18. But they had the 18s there. Jacob Hester makes the announcement, and they award the jersey. And so first off, I love that they did that. And so obviously it is like the 18 always is. The 18s are signing off on it. They're good with me then. If that's who they chose, it's fine by me. I also love how much you see in the video, how much it means to the team. Like how much it meant to Braylon Moore, a guy that is a transfer in. Like, we grow up knowing about 18, but not everybody is that way because not everybody grows up an LSU fan. And so he obviously heard what it meant last year and knows the honor that it is. And then same with 7, having Lenny there to announce it, to sign off on it, to take the picture, one of the most iconic number 7s of all time. It was an awesome moment. And again, in that video, you see the bond of this team. I think that was the thing I liked the most in the videos that LSU dropped yesterday was the emotion in the room. Like how much they were excited for their teammates to get the honors, how much it meant to the guys that got it. And then I also loved in the picture with Lenny, Tradez, and Witt. You got Lenny flashes a smile. You got Witt Weeks, of course, smiling because I don't know when he doesn't. And then Tradez Green looked like he was all about business in that picture. Just mean mugging the camera. I love to see the excitement they showed when those numbers came out. Because, look, a lot of people feel certain ways about the numbers and what 18 and 7 mean and if they should still do it. But obviously, I mean, Wyatt, tell me if I'm wrong, it seems like the players still care about it.
No, they definitely care about it. I mean, you saw Witt Weeks damn near started crying when he got 7, put his hands into his face. That was awesome to see. I know a lot of people are kind of surprised by Braylon Moore getting 18. I have no issue with it. I think the only thing that people will push back on a little bit is the fact that he was a transfer. But to me, the fact that even though he did transfer in, just a little bit over a year ago, the fact that he was still able to come in a year, embrace the culture, be a leader on this football team, and get number 18 just speaks to how well he's done in the program and how much he's respected by the coaching staff, by his peers. So I'm super excited for Braylon Moore. I really don't think they could have gone wrong with 18 if they would have gone Braylon Moore, Witt Weeks, or Bo Bordelon. I think all 3 would have been great picks. And then to see Tradez in 7, I mean, we've been waiting for that for months. It looks so good. And then Witt in 7, I think, is a great pick too. I think truly he fits 18 or 7. 18's obviously like your leader, a good locker room guy. But then 7 is that's just a dog who goes out and makes plays, and that's exactly what Witt Weeks is. So I have no issue with either of the numbers.
It seems like they're kind of announcing what they anticipate Witt Weeks to do on the field. Like that he's not just going to be this leader, the face of the – like he's going to go out there and ball.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, that's the reason you give him 7 is you're expecting him to be that guy he was as a sophomore, which was he's shotgunning football beers in the Arkansas end zone after picking off Taylon Green. That is what you expect him to be. And I wouldn't say he had a bad year last year. He was just injured a lot.
Yeah.
The team overall didn't have a ton of success. But, yeah, you're looking to those guys. When you need a play to be made on the offensive side of the ball, you're looking to number 7. When you need a play to be made on the defensive side of the ball, you're looking to number 7. So I absolutely think you're right. Yeah, they are announcing that those are your 2 playmakers. When you see plays be made on either side of the football this year, it's likely going to be one of the number 7s.
Yeah. No, it fires me up, that's for sure. And I just think when you think about what you anticipate this year, I mean, you knew those 2 guys were going to be such a massive part of LSU's success this season. And it fires me up that they're going to be a number 7 and that they anticipate Witt Weeks going out there and balling out. And also, the former 7s, like all of us, love Witt Weeks. He is probably the easiest player in the country to be a fan of. And I think now it officially brings back the nickname. If it disappeared, Honky Badger's back.
It's back. It's 100% back. And look, I don't know. Is that real? I haven't seen that yet. That looks incredible. I mean, he looks great.
Is that real or is that Mr. Chat?
That seems like that's Chat. But either way, I mean, it looks so good. I'm interested to see if they eventually move Witt into the gold non-contact jersey before Clemson, like Tradez has been to protect him a little bit. And honestly, yesterday, when it got announced, right as I said I had a take, but I was going to save it until tomorrow or today. And the take was going to be, I don't know how I feel about a linebacker in a single-digit number. Not necessarily that I don't like that Whit Weeks got 7. I love that Whit Weeks got 7. The fact that he almost started crying when he got it sold me on it. But
what the fuck is that?
me
video?
personally, like, I'm big on drip. I'm a drip connoisseur. It's kind of the same thing as like a pitcher wearing number 7. I feel like it might just look odd in the moment, but that picture looked great. I think he's going to look great, and I think he's going to make a ton of plays this year, and I'm super excited for him. I mean, literally, you talk about we never see him not smiling. Literally, I got to talk to him for about 2 minutes at SEC Media Day.
Yeah.
I came away from that conversation thinking like feeling more confident. I was just like so happy. It was like, this guy's the fucking best. Like I could talk to Whit Weeks all day, so I'm super happy for him.
No, it fires me up. Yeah, no, those are real pictures. Those are
this
real
is,
images.
LSU Football.
Via LSU on Twitter.
Okay, awesome.
They look all. You can also. They also have a picture of Braylon Moore in 18, which of course he can practice in it, cannot play in it. It'll be a patch. But
I don't love the face mask.
what? Whit's face mask?
I don't like Whit's face mask either. I agree with you, Lloyd.
I gotta figure.
You know why? You know why it's gonna. You know why it's gonna.
Drip
No, look,
connoisseur.
I just don't like that helmet. That's the Axiom helmet or whatever,
Yeah.
and I just think it's ugly. Like Braylon Moore wears the same one. I'm not a big fan
They
of it.
look awesome.
Now
in
this
7.
one.
That man looks like a fucking player. That is someone I would create in my dynasty.
No, that's the thing. He's literally a created player.
Yes.
Like,
Oh, 100%.
I mean, they both look excellent in the number. Like it looks great.
Trades in 7 is
it's
it's kind of gotten overshadowed because of Whit.
Because the surprise
Yeah.
of Whit, and
But,
you knew the
my
Trades one was coming.
God.
No, that looks so good.
And it's the perfect block 7 too. They brought it back. It just looks the way it's supposed to. That is, just spat him up.
Yeah. Spat him up. But I tell you what, it fired me up. It's got me fired up getting ready to watch some LSU football. I wonder how many. Let's see. Let's set a line right now today.
How many times I can come in a day?
Okay.
Seven.
Game number
7.
game number 1, LSU versus Clemson. We're of course going to be out on campus, out and about. How many number 7 green Weeks jerseys do you think
Green?
we see out there? Green and Weeks
Oh.
jerseys.
I think it's just gonna be 7s.
I think there'll be plenty of 7s, but how many do you think legitimately like have the one with the last name on it?
Oh, we gotta. I mean,
We got to set the line.
what's the website? That China rush order's got to get going. We got to start printing right now.
DH Gate?
Yeah,
Get ready.
DH Gate,
Get
yes.
ready, because
I
we're
think you're going to see a ton of them.
do what?
I don't think you're going to see a ton of
Me
them just
neither.
because it's so late. But I do think, like, by the end of the season, whole different story. I think
Oh.
you're going to see, specifically Whit Weeks. I'm excited about Trey Green, but I think the majority of the fan base is going to prefer a Whit Weeks in 7 jersey. And I think you're going to see a lot of those by the end of the season. Week 1, I don't
What are you
know. It's a
saying,
little-
Wyatt?
It's pretty late. What'd you say?
What?
What?
Just ignore it.
Little swag, right? That end of the day is just a motherfucking dog.
Nobody on this team is the heartbeat of this team more than Whit Weeks.
I want to bring back that nasty mentality to the LSU defense.
Biggest mismatch on the field for LSU is Trey Green. You know, Trey Green down there somewhere. What a catch! Trey Green!
This dog got a little bit of an edge.
Oh, that's the first time I've seen it.
I can run through a wall right now.
It's so pretty.
It's unbelievable. There's a few takeaways here. One, I will continue to contend. Lenny being there to announce it and give them out is absolutely awesome. Because if you think about a guy like Trey Green, he's what, 20? So when Lenny played, he was he's in middle school going into high school. That's probably that's the one, you know? And, I mean, Lenny's there to hand it out. Lenny, obviously, a great representation of LSU. Oh, my gosh.
All of them.
They're so great. They're so awesome. And LSU did a great job with this video, must I say. I love that Sam Levitt and Trey Green are attached at the hip. They're
Yes.
sitting right next to each other. Levitt pushes him up there, patting him on the back, and then
Buddy, you're going to be 7.
as Trey and Witt are dapping up, Trey has the nod. And I'm like, Coach. They're going to be
It is
so,
so
they're
awesome.
so good. It looks awesome.
That is sick. Great
Wait,
edit.
keep playing it.
Great
I want to keep
edit.
watching it. That is.
Yup.
The one thing I will say in the future, LSU, any Leonard Fournette clips, if we could edit the length of the jersey stripe, if we could
I
edit that down,
agree
that'd be
wholeheartedly.
great.
But look, I mean, for a lot of people, this
That
might
is-
not
I
be
didn't notice
news.
that.
What the Levitt pushing? Look at him. Look at him. Those
Yeah.
That's. I mean, you better be best friends.
Yeah, you're
You
making
two-
real good.
You two better be
This
best
is
friends.
life, brother.
And then showed Witt and Trey Des dapping up after when they were up there.
Winnie.
God, this is gonna be awesome.
Wit with the taped wrist already. Fucking
Dog,
wrestler.com.
dude, dog.
Ty Benefield. Like, this team, I'm
Players,
telling you,
man.
like, and I can't wait to talk to Roe about this because
Dude, I got
bringing back, like, Leonard Fournette, this didn't
Yes.
happen.
No.
Like, we had this thing bastardized by Brian Kelly. It was a shell of a program. Like, it was so embarrassing. And now to have these legends that you have in the videos that you're putting out and getting all of the things right just as a breath of fresh air because, Jesus Christ, dude, how hard was it? And it just, you can tell that this team is super close together already. And we tried to say this last year, but it just was broken from the top down. And now it just feels a little bit different. And it is.
And I
like,
don't think that they weren't close last year. Like, I don't think the
No, I
relationship
think no.
between
That
the
was
players
they,
a problem.
they formed a coup against their own
Right,
team,
right.
like their own team. Like we have to do this ourselves. Like if anybody's gonna do this, it's gonna be us.
Right.
And then Garrett got hurt, and that was kind of broke you, because you could see like I talked about it earlier, but like when Garrett was leading the conditioning drills, like he wasn't fat then. He was trying, and he was doing what he thought was LSU football. Like he was being the quarterback that was given 18,
Right.
and it made sense at the time. Dude couldn't play because he was hurt. And then it became like the leadership aspect of him nearly crying after every play call, where it's like, can you give me just a play? Like, can we start there? And it couldn't happen. Now I keep watching Hard Knocks, and I keep seeing Jake Peets, who is like a Super Bowl winning coordinator now, and for LSU couldn't work. It's like, gotta go. 1 year gone. Then you have Brian Kelly come in, and you have that whole era. And it's just felt like this finally, like just this in general, right there, is exactly what LSU football needed, and it's just such a breath of fresh air.
It is. No, you're exactly right. It is an absolute breath of fresh air. I mean, like, I tell you what, watch that video. I can't wait. Like, I got my palms are sweating. I'm ready to get to football. Like, and that's been somebody was asking me. I was walking through Academy last night,
Nice.
and somebody asked me, and so I ran into somebody that
I was
I
looking
knew
for that
from
7 weeks
Central.
jersey.
I was, and they were like, "I'm sure this has to be, pretty fun for you, keeping you busy to talk about this stuff." And I was like, "I'm done. Like, I don't want to talk about that anymore." I was like, I legitimately want to go to sleep and wake up on the morning of September 5th, so I can just talk about football, not about all of the injunctions and TROs. So, Roe just pulled into the parking lot. We'll take a quick break here. We'll come back with former LSU quarterback Rohan Davey. Look, weather's been crazy around here. Rain has been pouring. And if you recognize anything wrong with your roof, if you have a leak or you see anything with your roofing system, call 225-489-1410 CAS Roofing and Advising. Get them out there to check out your roof and make sure you are in good hands, because the number 7, it's in good hands. We'll be right back after this.
Nice.
Wardos was created in honor of Alan Ward Granning III, fondly known by family and friends as Wardo. In 2019, the oldest brother of the tribe passed away unexpectedly. His remaining siblings and loved ones wanted to honor his memory in a special way. In 2022, Ward's family decided to combine the need for a sandwich shop in downtown Natchez with a desire to pay tribute to Ward's love of good friends, good times, and great food. Through blood, sweat, tears, and countless hours of hard work, Wardo's was born. So go visit Wardo's today at 309 North Broadway Street in Natchez, where the po' boys are so good, you'll swear you're in Cajun country. Hey
Hey, Miss Lou, come visit us, Tom and Wright Branding at Go Martin on the Go Deli.
Go Mart has clean restrooms, community coffee, an awesome beer cave, and a great selection of anything you may need.
Located at the corner of Highland Boulevard and Highway 61 South in Natchez.
Also stop by Wardo's Pub Was at 309 North Broadway on the beautiful Natchez Bluff.
Where everyone is family.
When it comes to your home, the roof over your head matters. At CAS Roofing, we don't just install shingles, we build peace of mind. With years of experience and a commitment to craftsmanship, our team shows up on time, gets the job done right, and treats every project like it's our own home. Whether it's repair, a replacement, or storm damage that caught you off guard, CAS Roofing is ready. We're local, we're dependable, and we stand behind every nail, every shingle, and every promise we make. Because at the end of the day, it's not just about roofing, it's about protecting what matters most. CAS Roofing, built on trust, backed by quality.
All right, welcome back here as we close out hour number 2 on this Thursday morning, and we are joined by everybody's favorite LSU quarterback, Rohan Davey. Ro, good morning. Thank you for joining us.
Good morning. Had a very, very, very pleasant guest this morning when I walked in.
Of course, our friend from across the hall.
The computer.
Oh,
there
yes,
he is.
yes.
Shout out, computer.
The computer.
We had to get a genius around here.
Yeah.
We needed somebody smart.
Shit, you ain't lying. With this band of misfits, we need somebody that's reliable and smart.
That's very true.
We got it.
That's very
got
true.
it.
But we appreciate you making some time for us this morning.
Speaking of reliable and smart, look we got on Zoom. Oh, hold on.
That's because we don't want to hear what he's saying.
I know. No, he's good.
I was going to say, I'm already here. You need a genius, good-looking playboy. That's me.
Who's he talking about?
He said,
gotta
if
put
you were
your
looking for
headphones
a
on if you wanna
genius,
hear
good-looking
from Wyatt.
playboy, that's him.
Playboy. I don't know about that Playboy shit.
Say
that again, Chubb. What you say?
I said I'm better than Christian. I'll tell you that.
What do you mean you're better than Christian? At what?
Everything, just as a person.
Look, how do you get? I haven't heard of anybody get sick.
Who got sick?
Christian
Rudy.
is sick. He's got foot and mouth disease.
What the hell is that?
No, I don't. That's something he needed.
Rudy
But-
sick for real?
That's what he says.
That's what who says?
Rudy.
No, look, I went on vacation this week for the first Thursday through Tuesday.
Yep.
And for the first
Thursday
time
through Tuesday.
ever since Christian's been around this, which has been 3 years?
3 years.
He got sick when he's supposed to produce.
See, that's what I'm saying,
Nah,
dog.
no, not reliable.
That's what I'm saying.
Yep.
That's some BS.
I agree.
Because he came on to produce,
Right.
and now those are the little opportunities he need to step up.
Yep.
And what does he do? He
Call in
goes.
sick.
He folds.
Turtles.
After 3 years of not being sick. I've never even heard of a kid being sick either.
Me,
3 years of him being here. And he, I'm sick when Lloyd's out.
no, there's one time opportunity.
That's what I'm saying.
Like Tom Brady goes down.
Yeah,
Bro.
I'm not sick.
I'm ready.
I'm not. Yeah, shit. Even if I'm sick, I
I'm
ain't
playing.
sick.
There you go.
Yeah, what are we talking about here?
Oh, Rudy.
Oh, I'm so disappointed in Rudy.
Yep.
I'm so disappointed.
We all are.
I'm very disappointed in Rudy.
Next time you see him, you have to talk to him.
I'm going to do more than that.
There you go.
I'm going to force him into a Roy rage. I'm force it. I'm going
That's
to
a good
troll the
point.
hell out of him.
My first question for you, Ro,
Damn.
is do you now have a 5th year of eligibility?
Listen, I was talking to my son about that the other day. I was like, what the hell is going on
Right.
around here? I think I do.
I think I might.
I think I guess so.
Bruh, I mean,
What are your feelings on it? Like genuinely about the back and forth, the eligibility, the preseason contracts, or whatever, trying to come back. Like what is your take on it?
bro, it's the way that this thing has always been, and people can say whatever the hell they want about. Hey, I want the university to do this. I want that. I want loopholes, so on and so forth. There's one common denominator with everything that's going on, and it's money.
Yeah.
It's money. Kids are coming back because they're finding loopholes, and honestly, they haven't made it to the level that they thought they were. Honestly. So now the kids are using that to come back. It hasn't worked out. Same thing. They're using it to come back. I mean, you know what I mean? The part about it, that's it's just like you frown your nose up at it a little bit, or it rubs you the wrong way a little bit, is when it's being used so much and it really dominates and takes away from the guys that need to be developed, the guys that aren't in that position but are younger. So unless you're a monster, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like Big Spears' son or one of, you know what I'm saying? Unless you're down. But the rest of them guys suffer because of that. You see it now, and I see it and you see it too. No, because you deal with them youngsters too. But you see it now with the high school kids a lot, where a lot of them are really getting pushed to the wayside because of all these rules, because of all these guys coming back. Because, it's natural turnover right? It's a natural turnover, and then eventually, if you're not good enough, you just get phased out.
Right.
But that's happening way, way earlier, and not giving these younger guys an opportunity to develop and to possibly reach their potential. So you're going to see more failures and more, less development underneath these guys coming back from Spain and coming back from the G League and all these other leagues or whatever it may be. So man, as a fan, honestly, I know LSU's done it, right? Clearly, it's. Honestly, for me, it's gonna be, it's my school, my alma mater. So of course I want to see them do well.
Right.
But when you toe the line that much, you may look at a group of 25, 24-year-old men on the court playing against whether it's high school kids is just coming out or whatever. But what it does also is just raise the expectations
of
for
course.
You as a program, you as a team. So, if you're going out and getting all these guys coming back, rules being passed, judgments being handed down for these guys to be able to play basketball or football, whatever it may be. Well, when it comes from the basketball angle, you now have to produce fast, right now. You know what I mean? It's the same thing with Lane and the guys. You got to produce right now. So it just amps them up a little bit, but seeing the basketball side of it is crazy.
Yeah. No, it's wild. Like, it is. And I think we all kind of have the same viewpoint of it. At least my viewpoint is I don't like it on paper. This should never be the rules. Once you're a pro, can't come back. The reason that I look at it, when I look at it from LSU standpoint, like as a fan, I support it because only from the standpoint of, to Lane's point when he talked about on Monday, if LSU wasn't doing it, somebody else was going to. And I'd rather Daquan Wright on my team than to be sitting in Death Valley on a Saturday night and Arch Manning throwing them a pass. You know what I mean?
No doubt. The thing is, if it's part of what it is, and it is, yes, I want us to be involved in it, of course. You know what I mean? So I'm totally along with the same thing. Somebody has somebody. It's part of what sports is now.
Right.
It's the new sports. Yeah, new era in sports. So it's just like when the transfer portal era started and you had some people that didn't get on, like a Dabo.
Right.
And now you're scrambling now, however years later, now you're finally getting on board, and you got the highest amount of people you ever drafted in the portal, 10. You know what I mean? So it's the same.
50.
That's what I'm saying. It's the same wave now. You know what I mean? Like, until they get it under control, until, like you say, look, if you declare to go here, you're done here.
Right.
This fifth-year rule.
That's my only caveat for LSU football. Like the basketball thing, I think that is and I think these two things get blended together.
I don't think they should though.
That's what I'm saying. But I think it's a conversation that people have in the same breath where they talk about LSU and they're like, basketball, football, it's the same thing. It's not. The fifth-year thing is like that's
one time.
And it's totally unfair to the guys that are in the same class.
Correct.
That because I was just good enough to get drafted or be an undrafted free agent, and instead of I just I hung them up, nobody wanted me, I can come back.
Right.
Like that's not fair to Daquan Wright, who got hurt, has the chance to be able to come back and play football again, and if he just didn't declare, or it was the timeline was different.
And also that's
he's
exactly
not 30.
right. And that's exactly right. And also if them guys knew that was a possibility,
they would have sat out.
They would have took different measures. Mm-hmm. They would have took different measures. They know, hey man, this is a possibility. They wouldn't have if they would have looked and seen where their agents or whoever
wager options.
Yeah, they would have saw where I'm going to go, so on and so forth, this and that. Am I a second round or third round? Whatever it may be, you wouldn't have been really. You're done. You're thinking you're done. You know what I mean? So I think they would have known that. They would have took different measures to find out exactly where they are, and was like, shit, no, I'm coming back.
Right.
You know what I mean? So, and I'm gonna come back because what? They paying me now.
Right.
You know what I mean? So that also
might be paying you more.
Some of them are getting. That's the thing. Some of these kids are going to make more money in college than they ever see in the NFL.
Right.
Because you're going to get there and you're going to understand. You know what? I was just really good in college. You know what I mean? Or whatever. For whatever reason, it didn't translate or whatever. But I done made my money.
Right.
So shit.
No, the fact that college can even compete with, and like undrafted free agent, whatever, a roster spot, practice squad used to be what, $250,000 guaranteed. At least I'm making money playing football. Now LSU's like, we can give you 3 times that to come back for a year.
That's where we at.
It's crazy. It really like I was saying. I've said it multiple times. Like a year ago, we were doing position previews for the first game, and like we can't even do that right now because I don't know who's going to be in the position rooms because it's just we're talking about the roster still being put together, and it's wild.
A week out,
right?
Almost.
9 days away.
Yeah,
from a football game.
Yeah,
and we're talking about players they might add.
Yeah, man, that's where we are, man. That's where we are. It's free agency,
right,
all the way down to the wire.
Yeah,
you know what I mean, and it's because of money. It's because the universities want money. It's because universities want to win to bring in more money.
Right.
It's because these kids, hey, I'm not gonna get exactly what I thought here. Let me come back to school, and then I'll make some more money in school. Then I get drafted again and hopefully elevate myself. So it's all, you know what I mean? Everybody is doing what's best interest of them.
Right.
Whether it's the university, whether it's the kids and their family, whether it's the sponsors and what they get from it. Everybody's doing what they're doing to make money. Now, at some point, it's going to, like you pointed out, it's going to have to come to a head, you know what I mean, to where now it's a lot more things that's going to change because, bro, these kids aren't amateurs.
Right, no. I mean, the sport
so
itself
it's like
has changed.
You got to take that tag off of these youngsters now. They're not amateurs. They have agents in college now. They're taking big-time vacations.
Right.
They living in big-time homes, driving big-time vehicles, and they're in college.
Yeah.
You understand? So all the responsibility that everything that the coaches are treating them like pros.
Right.
You know what I mean? They practicing like pros. They letting them go like pros. So it's certain handcuffs that they can't even do because of who their representatives are. And they have these big-time NIL deals and sponsorship deals and things of that nature. So the next thing for that thing is you're going to take the amateur status just clearly off of college sports.
Right. My next question to you, so if these guys end up being eligible and they end up playing for LSU, the title will be put on them that LSU's playing professional players, right? And I'm not saying these guys aren't professionals because obviously they went and they practiced and played in preseason games in the NFL, and the title comes with that. But it's not like they're 27 or they're 28. I mean, they're 22-year-old guys that there are other teams that have older players, right?
Yeah, look at Indiana.
Right. My question to you,
what a big deal then.
People are going to make it a big deal that they went and spent time in an NFL program for however long they did, whether it was 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, 4 months, practiced games, whatever. How much better or different do you think they could have become in that time of practicing or playing NFL preseason games and practices?
Well, you got to understand, man, those kids have been doing that already in college.
Right.
They have OTAs in college. He's coming out of an SEC program. Those guys, mostly every major college mimics an NFL schedule. They mimic NFL practices. So if it's not from whoever the coach he was around there, that's where the biggest influence would come. It wouldn't come, I wouldn't think, in any other real area. The lifting programs are basically the same, probably a little bit more toned down in the league because most guys have their own trainers and things of that nature. So the only benefit that I could see him even getting, and for such a short period of time, it's not much, but whoever was influential around him as far as a coach, a veteran player, somebody trying to show, because they're all thinking that he's coming to be there. Right? So they're trying to get him acclimated to what they do. You know what I mean? So that's from a standpoint, he's just learning what their program is about.
Yeah.
You understand? So I wouldn't think too much. Yeah. You know what I mean?
There's not really an advantage that they've gained from spending 2 months there.
I don't think
Daquan
so.
Wright coming from the Browns.
I don't think so.
I mean, I think LSU's probably in a better spot than the Cleveland Browns are.
Yeah, I'm just saying, though, I don't think he didn't spend enough time there to get influenced one way.
Because that's
or
what people are
another.
going to push back and say. That like there's
Nah,
he's a
and
pro.
then like you guys said, he's not 27 years old.
Right.
He's a kid that if he
You didn't go
knew
get
his
Sterling
situation,
Sharp.
he would be coming back.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's not.
How would you feel if you were in the locker room and that happened? If you had a rookie that came in, UDFA, whatever, and was like, I think I'm gonna get an opportunity to go back to college. Would you get clowned on or like go get your money, cuz? Like go, like that's
Listen,
a guaranteed
man,
roster spot
and
for
if-
you.
Listen, athletes back athletes. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? So
Do what's
if-
best
if
for
a-
you.
Yeah, if a kid was on the roster and that position came up, especially if like you looked at where your position was on the team and you might be cut. You know what I'm saying? We don't know. So nah, hell yeah. I mean, the kid made the best. I would have made the same decision.
Right.
I don't think the kid made a bad decision. If that option is there for you, and someone is coming after you for your services, and they're gonna pay you what you and your team wants or what you want, and this situation right here isn't favorable for you, and you could get better, go get money, and then come back and revisit this again after a year, it's a no-brainer. Like, all these kids should do it if that's what's on the table.
What about from the college locker room? Like, say you're a guy.
They're going to welcome you.
You think so?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
Because that was my thought. Like, what if you're a guy, you know, you're on a roster, you've been battling, fighting for a spot, and then they bring in a guy back that now
Listen,
You got blindsided a little bit.
Right.
This is the transfer portal era.
Yeah.
All these kids came in with somebody at their position. You're bringing in 9 receivers. You know
Yeah.
all them son bitches ain't going to play.
Right.
Yeah.
You're bringing in, you got 3 running backs. You know
You're
all
right.
them ain't going to play. You're bringing in 2 top-tier quarterbacks. You know they all ain't going to play. You're bringing in DBs out the wahoo. You know they all ain't going to play. So that's what I'm saying. Like, some of them kids might feel, oh, man, y'all bringing him in. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying you're not going to get a
I
little
did
bit of that.
camp, but you know, I'll be
Yeah,
doing
but
camp
you
thinking I'm gonna be a starter.
You're going to be getting, you're going to get some of that. But at the end of the day, it's like,
You transferred in here taking
transferred
somebody
in
else's
here.
job.
Right.
He's transferring in here. You know, when you transfer into LSU, it's anything possible. You could come in this bitch thinking you're gonna start, and you sit your behind right
and it's
by
how
Lane.
and it's how the league works. Like
That's
it's
how-
a preview into
Bruh, that's
The
how
dog-eat-dog
all this-
world.
It's the NFL.
Yeah.
This is exactly how
right.
it works.
And I think
So,
that Lane has kind of said that. He's like,
It is.
we treat them like professionals
yeah,
because they're professionals.
they
We're gonna
getting
handle
paid
this like a professional.
Yeah. And the thing is too, he gonna get clowned when he come in. Yeah, of course, we're gonna give him some shit. Boy, you couldn't make it, huh? Dog?
Yeah,
you
more
had to
than
come
like,
back, huh?
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Something like that.
Yeah.
But it's all in good fun. If you can't
Hey,
take
but if
that,
you score
don't need to
touchdowns
be-
for me on Saturday, we
But
cool.
that's what I'm
cuz.
saying. Like, none of that. They gonna clown him. You know what I'm saying? They might put something in his locker. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
Something
right.
like that. But it's all in good fun. You know what I mean? And the kids know, bro. Like, they know, man. It's the era that they're in.
Right.
And they know why he did what he did and why, because they all did the same thing.
Yeah.
They just ain't go to the league.
Right.
They all left somewhere to come somewhere. All he did was take another step, and he's
You
leaving
just went to
there.
a different town.
That's it. That's it. He still went to a college team. Might as well say the Browns. Hell.
Yeah. I mean, shit. Todd Monken's acted like,
Oh,
I'm
my
just
gosh.
playing.
Say it, Monk.
You're
Monk.
a liar.
Did you see any of that? Oh my gosh.
Monk.
Did you have any experience with him?
No, man, but I know him. Monk tripping, man.
Look, my bad, guys. I was making a joke and it did not hit. My bad.
I thought we were all making fun of Lane.
Oh, man.
It was crazy.
It was funny as hell.
It's funny because when Todd first said it, everybody took it for the truth, of
Yeah.
course, because the coach
Because
said
Lane's
it.
the liar.
And then Lane goes and says, actually, that didn't happen. It's like, nah, Lane, you're lying.
Yeah.
And then Todd comes out, look, it was me.
Coach has got a bad coach.
Lane's right.
Yeah. Look, I didn't talk to him in particular.
Hey, but real talk though, when I believe Lane when Lane talk.
You should.
I really do. If this was like 7 years ago, no. But
Right.
now,
I don't think he has anything to lie about anymore.
No.
not
Shit.
to us.
Right.
Well, no, well, yeah, shit. My closet's been open. You can see all the skeletons.
Not to us. He don't got
Yeah.
nothing to lie about to us.
Because the part that's been impressive to me is like when he stands up there on Monday or he goes on the McAfee show and he talks about these things, he's so informed. He is ahead of the curve because he knows it better than anybody else knows it. And he also understands when I do these things or when I say these things, he
He's gonna
knows
get a
what's going to
reaction.
happen.
Yeah,
like
he
he
gonna-
knows. He's like
He always get a reaction.
He's like, and we're the first ones to do it. He was like, and when you're the first person to do something or you do it the best, you're always going to be the one that gets pointed out.
yeah, but everybody else gonna fall in line.
Of
Why?
course. No, I put some of the clips in the document. Like the thing that was interesting to me was a lot of people, especially fans, were expecting this all-out, like, just breakdown from other coaches of, I can't believe that's happening and that's wrong. Kind of similar to like the Sorsby situation, where people were speaking out and talking about how wrong. I don't want to play them. They're like, they're going to do that about LSU. Well, they went and they talked to Golding, and they talked to Sarkisian, and they talked to DeBoer, and they talked to Ryan Day, and they were all kind of like, look, I mean, if that's the world we're living in.
Ryan Day the wrong one to talk to about that, though, dog.
Because that's the thing. Like they
don't care.
No, they laid it all out there for opportunities for these coaches to say what Lane is doing is wrong, and none of them did it.
That's because I love it. They shouldn't. They shouldn't
Right.
do it. Because you know why? They're going to damn do it.
Right. Oh, some of them already have.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I understand the old school feelings about it. I really do. Because I have some of them myself.
Of course.
But, bro, just like anything else that has going on, times are changing. I never, bro, when I was in school, I never imagined guys would be getting paid this much money to play college football.
Right.
And I ain't mad at it. So I don't want to think I'm hating. I ain't mad at it.
But
I'm
you
happy.
should expect the world to go this way.
I did not. I expected at some point for guys to be like getting like, a percentage of their jersey sales and things like that. But I did not expect guys to be getting massive salaries like this. I never thought that a college quarterback would be getting $5 million to play college football for 1 year. I never would have thought that. But that's where we are. And it's the same thing with these little rules that I knew nothing about.
Right.
That, it's the same thing with them. Like, and that's what I asked, like, before. I was like, these rules have always been there? Like, but it hasn't. Right. It hasn't been there until NIL.
Yeah.
And what is that? Money. Money brought all this to the forefront, bro. And like I said, I'm glad these kids making money. I'm glad that everyone's finally getting their share of revenue sharing and NIL deals and all that.
Because y'all should have.
Of course we should have. I think everyone should have now. If you look at how much money they've profited before and present, and you profited off all of this before and didn't have to get nobody nothing.
No, they were built. Like, look at Clemson. Like, we built a new slide in our athletic facility. It's like, I didn't get $1.
But that's the thing. When I look at it, that's what I look back. I'm like
C.J. Spiller, not a
Son
dime.
of a guns done pocketed so much bread off before this NIL stuff. Y'all done put away so much money off of the backs of players, bro. And going forward, now these guys are able to reach. So I'm happy for that. You know what I mean? But
listen, back pay?
I would like it. But yeah, if that's where we are and that's what we can do,
do it.
Damn right.
Because your job, Lane Kiffin's job description,
to win games.
That's it.
That's all of them. That's why honestly, bro, I'd have fired Dabo. Real talk, because just like what you just said, your job is to win games. However the times change, you change.
Leave your morals at the fucking door.
Exactly.
Yeah, you don't win championships for making people feel good and care about their feelings.
The thing is, now I'm not gonna say just leave all the morals at the door.
Well,
I'm not gonna say that.
Not all of them.
I got some moral guys sometimes. But like now, once you use the rules to bring them in. I'm not saying don't do that. Once they get in, that's when the morals kick in.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. But before that, no, you do what everyone else is doing, buddy. Because you know what? It's just like you said. I'm not gonna do it. They're gonna do it. I've been getting my ass kicked.
Right. I would have been pissed off sitting in Tiger Stadium watching one of these NFL professional guys on the Texas roster whooping up on LSU and Lane Kiffin said it in his presser. He was like, if I was my boss, I'd be looking at me going, why aren't you doing everything you can?
That's what I mean when I say that about Dabo. Like if I was his, that's why that's why I said I would have fired him. Yeah. Because what do you mean you not recruiting out the transfer portal? We got money.
Make the team better.
We got slides and shit going through here. We got money.
I just don't think it's right.
What do you mean? All right. Yeah. Listen. We're gonna be searching for a new coach.
Hey, you gonna see on September 5th? I know that much.
But that's what I'm saying, bro. You see a whole new roster.
Yep.
You can't even watch film on LSU from last year.
No, I'm watching YouTube highlights of Hawaii.
I've never
And
seen
Arizona State 2 years ago.
I've never seen this offensive line play together. I've
That's
never seen
what
this
I'm
quarterback throw
saying.
to one receiver.
I've never. You know how much work you have to. They got to go out and LSU's not doing that for Clemson. They're not working. I'm not saying they're not working as hard, but they don't have to do as much because you know why? You have like 70% of your.
Just watch the tape from
They all
last year.
played
Watch
there
the tape
And that
from
used to
last
be a
year.
good thing.
Not anymore.
No.
Right.
Not anymore. It's just like when y'all go to practice, you see the same damn thing every day.
Right. Yeah.
Right?
That's on purpose.
That's on purpose.
And-
That's on purpose.
And if you're Clemson, you can't watch. Even if the players that have come back,
Man, you
Harlan
can't
Berry,
watch it,
Trey
bro.
Desgray, it ain't gonna be the same.
What you have to do is go watch Ole Miss.
Yeah,
on
and that's what
offense.
I've been doing, just to kind of get a feel
And
for
then
the
you
offense.
got to go watch LSU's defense from last year with Blake. Because you got to watch coordinators. You can't
Right.
watch players. You got to
No.
learn the coordinators.
You got to find their habits.
Yeah.
And that's the good thing about what LSU's got is both sides of the ball do such a good job at tailoring what they do to the players.
Yeah, there's no egos, though.
Right.
But listen, when you got them gangsters over there like that, it ain't hard to scheme. I'm telling you, they got some monsters. Oh, I can't wait. Oh,
6'5", 6'3", 6'3", in the defensive back room.
It's unbelievable.
Field's only, 52.5 yards wide?
Everything's covered.
Go ahead, just put them arms out.
Everything's covered, dog.
And they're
Everything's
athletes.
covered. Listen, bro. I'm telling you.
And
that's
you got
why
the
I'm-
honky badger.
That's what, yeah. You do got the honky badger.
Uh-oh.
Speaking of.
The honky
How we
badger.
doing?
Well, you looking good, baby. Goodness gracious. I need to get with your tailor.
Of course,
Goodness.
anytime.
We'll make the connection.
Where's Wyatt?
Wyatt,
Oh.
look at the screen.
You regretted looking over there, didn't you?
Yeah, I have headphones to hear him. They're down there.
No,
but
I don't want to hear him.
I figured not.
I hear him
Yes,
enough
he
every
does.
day.
Don't let him lie to you.
Right.
I'm gonna take mine off too. I don't. Just that noise was annoying.
Charles, how are you?
I'm good. How are y'all?
We're doing good.
I've
We're doing
been
good.
interested to hear from you.
I know nothing.
Okay.
I know nothing.
Sure.
I know
fifth?
nothing.
The
I
fifth
don't.
quick.
I really don't.
I got fifth disease.
I don't. I really don't. I got Anthony Fauci disease. No, I don't. Oh, Jaden Daniels.
Don't say it.
Cease and desist.
Fifth and desist.
I don't know what's gonna happen. I don't
Please,
understand.
they can't
all
say the
this.
fifth anymore. I plead the fourth.
Right.
Plus one.
4.5.
4.5.
No, that's the crazy thing is all of us are kind of like trying to learn what's happening on the fly because there's nothing to look back at if this is how it works, and there's nothing to really read on because you just don't know what's happening. Like the court cases and the temporary restraining orders and injunctions, like I've never heard of these words until now.
Listen,
We need a lawyer.
we need to bring an attorney in here and have them decipher this because this is just rubbish.
Here's the thing. I don't think the NCAA or the SEC or any of the other conferences know what's going on. I think they're all just flying by the seat of their pants, kind of like we are.
Right.
Anybody asks my opinion on it, I think the NCAA has screwed the pooch. They had every opportunity to put some parameters in it.
Yeah.
It's 1 year. We're talking about one class. And so, listen, and of course I'm a little biased because it's LSU. Let these kids play for one more year, and then it's over with.
That's
and we
it.
don't have to worry about this anymore. Y'all are wasting so much time.
I agree.
So much money. You're putting these kids through undue burden because they're trying to figure out, do I practice? Do I not practice? Am I going to LSU or am I going to other colleges? And so they have had the opportunity. They still have the opportunity to go, you know what? We're going to leave this year alone.
Yeah.
After this year, we'll close this up at the end of the year.
Yeah.
I mean, it's
and
not
they
gonna...
and they could have said something at the beginning.
Correct.
Right.
They could have
Let these guys know
at the
beforehand.
beginning and be like, yeah, you are gonna have it or you're not.
Exactly.
So file this way if you want to come back. If not, file this way.
Correct. And they haven't done it. And so, but they're looking at everybody, and I don't understand, the NCAA, the SEC, Big 12, Big 10, whatever the hell it is. They're all looking at everybody, and it's like, hey, the courts overrule you.
That's right.
And so how do you go ahead and say, well, I don't care what the court said? Well, now you're really opening up a can of worms because we don't care what the court says. But you can't, okay, that's fine. But if a player gets arrested for whatever, and the kid wants to come back, don't say, "Well, we can't have you back," because that's no.
Right.
You didn't listen to the
you're
court.
stronger than the court.
You're
That's
setting
right.
precedent.
That's right.
Yeah.
You're
So
doing 100%.
and so I just think it's stupid. I think it's unfair. I think it's easily solved.
Right.
If somebody gets out in front of it, nobody can.
No one wants to stop the money.
Right.
Right.
That's the big thing
No one
between
wants to stop the money.
I think that's where Sankey's between a rock and a hard place
Yeah.
of like, what do I do? How do I make people happy?
Right.
It almost feels like Roger Goodell during the CTE era, where it was like, what do I do? Or like even Colin Kaepernick, it's like, I don't know what to do, so I'm just gonna try to let it play out. I'm gonna set my arbitrary rules, but I am flying. Like you
Doing
said,
nothing is the worst thing, though.
Agreed.
but doing what he's doing right now and playing it by the seat of his pants
That's
is not
doing
helping.
nothing.
Yeah, it's not helping.
I mean, if he was smart, if the SEC, as big as the SEC is, we all
Right.
say that they're the biggest conference, the most powerful conference. If he would come out and say, you know what, we're going to allow these kids to play this last
He's doing
year,
the opposite.
Right.
and he's trying to curtail it. But my other question is, so Chambliss got
An
Consolation.
imaginary sixth year.
he got cleared, and that's okay, and nobody's upset with that.
He's 26.
But yet,
Right.
LSU's trying to get some
He's
players.
a quarterback.
Yeah, and LSU's trying to get some players.
Right.
Whoa, that's not fair. It's not fair.
Right.
Well, wait a minute. You can't pick what courts you listen to and what courts you
That's
don't.
where Lane was
That's
exactly
that's
right.
the problem.
And there's so many interesting instances about it because with the Chambliss
Two or
thing,
three
like
voices.
one, he's now according to the rules, right? You only have 5 years. Medical red shirts disappeared. That's gone. And the
he's gone.
only reason Chambliss is getting this sixth year is a medical red
red
shirt,
shirt.
which
Which
no
is
longer
gone.
exists.
That's right.
And so he's already played 5. He's
Right.
been in college football. He graduated high school with me
So goodbye.
in 2020. Like
Well,
so,
it should be.
yeah, he should be.
and so he's getting an
according to-
imaginary
There's
sixth
no
year.
such thing as a fifth year. now.
Right.
Right. So
And-
according
and-
to Sankey's own rules, get him off the roster.
Right.
gone.
And the same thing, but like in these guys for LSU, Daquan Wright, Junior Tuihalamaka, and Xavier Harris, they've got a fifth year that does exist.
Right.
Now, they've done some things. And I think Lloyd made this point earlier and yesterday. Like, the interesting thing is, you bring up unfair. Junior Tuihalamaka, he went to Notre Dame, played 4 years, didn't get drafted, didn't get signed, just worked out on his own.
Came back.
He's
Didn't
going to be
break a
able to
rule.
be eligible because he broke no rule. Daquan Harris
Just too
played
good.
4 years, ended up getting signed to the Browns or to the Eagles, then the Browns, the whole thing. He's not going to be allowed. And so there's now a double standard that's been created that because
You work too
Tuihalamaka
hard.
didn't push harder to get to the league, he gets lucky to get a year. But because Daquan took the opportunity that was in front of him,
So here's how I feel about it. So say you're a college athlete or a college football player, and you get drafted, but you don't get signed, and they waive you. I don't think you should lose that last year of eligibility, and it's your right. And so what I think is that LSU shouldn't sue the SEC or the NCAA.
Right.
These kids ought to sue them.
And that's
Because
what's happening.
Here's the thing:
And that's not good.
no, it's not. You're teaching these. Look, you're teaching everybody that. Look, everybody hates lawyers. Oh, they're frivolous lawsuits. This is kids' livelihoods, man. You can't. Listen. Why does the NFL have the NFL Players Association to protect the players?
Right.
Correct.
That's what this. Listen, if that's what y'all want the college athletes to have,
Union.
then do it. Then do it.
Well, that's what we just talked about earlier. This is going to go to so many different levels.
Yeah.
With this,
There's going to
And
be a
that's why
commissioner of college football.
and that's why the amateur status shit with them has to be taken away.
Right.
No,
It's gone.
that was phantasmal. That was made up.
Right.
It was just
Like-
a way to not pay the players, say they're amateur athletes.
Because the way that they're being treated now and everything that they're going to have to go, that's a great point. You are going to need a governing body to protect them.
And they don't know how to do it. That's
Well,
They,
they don't
haven't
want
had
it.
to do it.
Well,
they don't want to
they
do
don't
They
that.
want
want
to
it.
see you play in the
they
sandbox
don't want-
and
they
then be
don't-
like, I'll kick over
listen,
that
They
cat.
want to
and-
control these kids.
That's
Right.
They
that's-
want to
you think-
control them.
That's
and,
right.
and I'm sorry, you're paying a quarterback $5 million.
He's
has
a
right.
pro.
He has right to have representation.
Damn right he
I'm
does.
sorry.
Damn right he
you
does.
You can't have it both ways.
Damn right he
They're
does.
trying to.
Oh, absolutely.
Well,
It's-
he's no longer an amateur. He needs representation.
right.
right.
And once they got real agents involved, that's when this whole thing, like, you have Drew Rosenhaus representing some of these guys,
Right.
where it's like,
That's
you're not
exactly
pushing
right.
me around.
And now
Like,
you got
I've been
real-
doing this for 40
That's
years.
exactly
Real
right.
lawyers
Well,
involved.
you got real. That's exact. You got real money.
Yeah,
Right.
it's
Right.
You got real money involved.
That ain't no joke.
This shit matters.
Like, some of these kids are making more than some of these guys' clients.
No, that's why you
In the
get guys from
NFL.
undrafted free agents that can make more at LSU
understand
than they
what
can
I'm
make in the
saying?
league.
Well, and
It's the
think about
money.
from the other standpoints, like Louisiana and these other states, they benefit from these programs being good and doing everything necessary to win.
Pecan Island.
That's why.
Money.
There you go. That's why I'm with. Like, I think the way the NCAA is handling the Trinidad Chambliss thing is wrong. The way Ole Miss is handling it, I'm for it. Go. That's what's best for Ole Miss. Go get your quarterback.
Listen,
Make it happen.
I'm not upset that Chambliss gets a 6th year.
Right.
I'm not upset about it. But at some point, it has to be a level playing field.
Right.
You
There can't be a double
say
standard.
it's okay for them. It's not okay for you. It's okay. And I got to be honest with you. I've talked about this a lot in the last two nights. Greg Sankey coming out against LSU and literally naming LSU like, LSU can't do this. Hey. Last time I looked, what is there, 16?
There were 16.
16 schools in a conference. Don't single out somebody.
Right.
That's political suicide.
Right.
That's political suicide. And so you're showing your bias now that you don't like LSU.
That's exactly right.
And so how can you govern a 16-team conference or 16-school conference when you already have your own opinion about certain schools? And look, listen, I don't. You can have your opinion,
Right.
Personally, you can't go out publicly in it.
No, and
it's wrong.
And
It's
and they
completely
hide.
wrong. You shouldn't be in that position.
And he hides behind the unanimous 16-0 decision or the 15-0 with the
Who
with the
didn't
abstaining.
vote?
Right. They hide behind that when really what's going down in that room is really 50-50. Like there's really half the conference that wants this, but you're gonna make it 16-0 so you can hide behind it. Just like when I think I was listening to Moscona said it with the Texas A&M thing. A&M didn't want Texas in the conference. I'm telling you, they were pounding the table. Don't let this happen. But when they put out the ruling on how the teams voted, it was 16-0 because the SEC's got to be a unified front.
So you mean to tell me that the president of Ole Miss and the AD of Ole Miss voted for that
right
when they know that they could literally turn around after the vote and go, Chambliss, you're off the team, son. You don't get that 6 year. Well, wait! I got an injunction.
You voted for it.
But you voted.
Right. You're damn right.
And so it's literally. I'm going to use
It's embarrassing.
It's when the rule works in your favor. I'm good with it.
Yeah, and
when it doesn't,
and I'm okay with it.
Not for thee.
Like I said, I'm okay with Chambliss playing a 6 year as long as it's a level playing field. Don't single people out. I mean, I think the SEC and the NCAA are going. This is a real simple fix.
Yeah.
Hey, for the next year, everybody's eligible. If you have a 5th year, everybody's eligible, and we're over it. Next year, you can't do this anymore.
Right.
And it's over. It's over. There's nothing else you can do. Look, get to the forefront. Show that you have some gumption and go, hey, man, we screwed this up.
Right.
We're going to eat this
Next year, we got it right.
Next year, we promise you this won't happen again.
Well, and you'll
it happens
actually
all the time in business.
And you'll actually have precedent where because then people will try to sue and use this as an example, but then you'll actually have precedent to say no, that only happened because of this. You don't have that benefit.
Correct.
There's actually a precedent to follow to say it can't happen.
We're all playing under the 5 for 5 now.
Right.
That's it.
That's all
Simple.
it had to be.
That's it.
Instead, you have everybody pissing in the wind going,
That's it.
I don't know. And then Greg Sankey looks like the bad guy because he doesn't know what to do either. He's trying to make 15
he looks
other
like a
people.
buffoon anyway.
He does. I don't
but,
know what
I
No,
mean,
you
who is
could've-
his PR person?
You could have
Yeah,
been
you ain't
like the
lying
SEC.
about that.
You should be the big dog, but instead you're getting big dog by the Big Ten, and you're just following their lead.
Right.
Like you allow it. Like the Big Ten came out, they said what they said, even though they have teams that have also done it. Indiana's brought back 2 defensive linemen that played a whole lot of football for them last year, back from the NFL, and
They
the
would've
Big Ten
had-
came out and they voiced their opinion. And the SEC, instead of standing up and saying no, you follow our lead.
It's almost like a restrictive trade agreement. Like, hey, man, I went and tried out for the Browns. I didn't make the team. I don't have another option. I'm going to go back and play another year of college football.
Right.
Why? Why not?
Chris
I mean,
Winkie was 32
that's
years
what-
old
that's
when he
what
won the
I
Heisman.
Especially when there's money involved, and like Lloyd said, it's an antitrust violation to tell them you can't go make money. I've got the opportunity to make $2 million right here sitting on the table, and you're telling me I can't do it.
That's why they lose in court every single time.
I agree.
Because it's against the fucking law.
Listen, you put it out there for it to be done. I'm gonna do it.
Right. I'm playing by your rules.
Yeah. if
I'm
you-
playing by your rules.
I
put it
don't
in the court?
understand what the problem is.
And whether LSU was doing it or not, I'm for it because
if they
it's there.
weren't doing it, we'll be like, why aren't we doing it?
Right.
We're at the forefront of something.
We are.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, we don't like that. You can't do that. LSU,
Right.
you
Let it
just
play
can't
out.
do that.
We'll sprinkle on top with the transfer
Yeah,
portal.
I mean,
Actually,
Ole
we're
Miss.
going all in on
Let's
the
be real. Let's call it like it is. Ole Miss has no shot at winning a national championship. Lane Kiffin gets all of this. His depth gets deeper.
Right.
There's a really good shot. We don't want LSU to win a national championship. Come
Not
on,
like
Ole Miss
this.
isn't going to
Well,
win.
and that's
Ole
what-
Miss isn't going to win.
And that's what the expectation should be. If these teams, if they get better players, both football and basketball, and I don't think Lane or Will are running from it. They understand if their team gets better, expectations come with that, and they want it.
And the SEC makes more money.
Right.
Oh
That's
my
why I don't
gosh.
understand why the SEC.
Oh my gosh, the SEC
There we
makes
go.
more money.
Everybody
What
makes
are you
more money. Everybody
bitching
wins.
about?
The school,
The state,
staff,
the donors.
That's what it's all about.
Exactly.
Everybody
and so Why are
benefits.
you against it? What
Greg
is it
Sankey's fighting himself in the mirror.
Yeah.
He is. He look. Yeah.
Just a little Jimmy Beers.
Create,
Who are you?
create,
Where's Kelly?
One time.
Free my boy.
I tell you what.
It's just it really is sickening to watch a bunch of
It's
adults.
greed, bro.
A bunch of adults just screw this up,
It-
and you're
you
messing
can't-
with young kids' lives.
Well, that's what we
Well,
were
no.
talking about earlier. That's who gets affected.
right.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
We
Like,
Greg
shouldn't be
Sankey's
having
gonna
to
make his money no matter what.
These 22-year-olds should need to have to go to court against the NCAA.
to play.
Like
To play against a rule that all they're doing is following your rule.
when players that decided not to pursue football, because look, this is you put yourself in their shoes in January when they're making these decisions about the draft. They don't have a choice. They're not. They are being told you've played your 4 years. You're done. You don't have a choice. Some of them decide, okay, well then that means I need to go try to be in the NFL. Some of them decide, you know what, I'm gonna pack it up. I'm gonna go be an accountant and use my degree. Why are you telling me that the ones that decided to be an accountant can go back and play college football, but the ones that decided to still pursue their dream can't? They're the same. They're the same age. They're the same thing.
It's not.
They're being,
you're being penalized
Because you're
tried-
better.
Because you're better.
or you're
Because better.
trying
Or
to.
you're trying to be better.
Right. Like
You know, it's an
Or
easier
you
path.
just have that option.
right.
Right.
Some of them are like, shit, I'm about to go be an accountant.
I'd have loved to have gone to Harvard.
the other
They
ones
didn't
are
want
like-
me.
Exactly. And,
And
the other one's
it's-
like, you know what? I got 3 years. I'm a chase.
Right.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's
It
how
happens
is.
in the NBA all the time.
Right.
All the time.
Kids in the G League.
Exactly.
Listen, they want to listen. The NCAA and the SEC and all these conferences want to really get pissed off. Let the NFL get involved.
Mm-hmm.
Let the NFL get involved. Now you start screwing with their money, and now we got a problem.
Yeah.
Now we're going to have a bigger problem. But my question is, so the SEC puts out these rules. Well, the ACC didn't put out these rules. So the ACC schools can have it. So I'm going to leave the SEC. I'm going to go to an ACC school because they didn't say I can't play.
Right.
Well, where is that fair? So we're playing against Clemson.
Right.
Clemson has a bunch of kids that were or signed with the NFL, didn't make it. They're on their team, but sorry, LSU, you can't do that. SEC schools, you can't
Right.
do that. Get the hell out of here.
And it's
man.
not like they got to the NFL and instantly went from who they were 6 months ago to, like, Daquan Wright didn't show up on the Browns roster and go from the Daquan Wright that played for Ole Miss in the semifinal game and turned into to Darren Waller
Right.
because he played with the Browns for 2 months.
Mark my words, today is what, the 27th? This is 27th?
Today's August 27th,
2026.
2026.
Greg Sankey will not be the commissioner in the next 2 years for the SEC.
Unless
because
he
of this one action. He is completely committed political suicide with the way he's handling this. And I'm telling you, you're going to get people to oust him out of the biggest conference because you didn't play this right. He is like, what is the old saying? The man with all the gold makes the rules. You got all the gold. You
Right.
can make the rules. Set a precedence. And look, I'm not saying it just because it affects us, but be a man and show some humility and say, look, we screwed this up.
Right.
NCAA, we got this. The
Or
SEC's got
be
it.
the winner and say the NCAA screwed it up. I'm gonna fix it. The SEC's gonna fix it because we're better than the NCAA.
Correct.
Flex your
not.
muscle a little bit, but
They're not.
they're not.
And it's sad.
It is. And I tell you
and
what.
RJ Luis never played in a G League game
Nope.
or an NBA game.
The rules are very funny that Sankey put out. It seemed curtailed.
Oddly
to
specific.
One. Oddly specific is a great way to put
It
it.
is oddly specific. But Sankey's always oddly specific.
Yeah.
I just
honestly.
and that's why, to your point, Indiana does it. Oh, it's little Indiana. Don't worry about it.
They're not going to win a national
Yeah,
championship.
they do. They go back to the playoffs to win a national championship.
That's why when Cody Campbell sat there and said on that interview on Outkick or whatever, and he was like, well, if LSU was trying to do what Texas Tech is doing right now, there wouldn't be all this fuss. I think you can tell LSU kind of carries some weight when they make decisions people might not be a fan of.
Yeah,
people get pretty pissed
off. A
off.
little bit more weight than Texas Tech.
Yeah, like,
It's
what are we talking about?
look, happy to be a part of the brand that carries this much weight. But
Let's
it's
do it.
unbelievable that those 3 letters, those 2 colors, and you know what it is? The 2 coaches.
3 coaches.
4 coaches.
5.
Oh,
Good
Jake
on the
Johnson
list.
put that black hat on. It fit quite well, did it not? But like that's the problem. Is it's the Will Wade, Lane Kiffin, the personalities that go. They can't do it because it's setting too strong of a precedent for the personalities of. What did people prop up before when it was amateurism? You propped up the head coach.
Right.
Now the players get paid, and now it's like, oh, we got to put these head coaches down.
Well, then that's so crazy because if that's the case, don't look at the head coaches. Don't look at the institutions. Take around and look at who made these damn rules.
Nobody.
Because
There was
all they're
none.
doing is following the rules, my guy.
That's what I don't get. Like, you made the rules. I'm
Yeah,
following
they
them. You're
following
pissed
the rules,
You're
my
pissed off
guy.
at me because I'm following your rules.
That's what I'm
Oops.
saying. If you don't like it,
Change
it. Change your rules.
But you can't change it midway. You can't
That's
change
right.
it midway. You can't walk
Not-
in the middle of the season and
That's
go,
exactly
you know
right.
what?
That's not gonna right.
Yeah, you know what? We're not gonna. A field goal isn't worth 3 points. It's only worth.
And that's why I'm on
2
board
points.
with, hey, this is a one-time thing. This happened this year, and from like you said, Lord, from now on, we're playing by the new rules.
That's right.
and that's it.
You can sell cocaine. You can't sell that much cocaine.
Correct.
That's what, like, what are you talking
Correct.
about? You said it was legal.
You can have 1 international professional. You can't have 3.
Right.
That's not how it
Look,
works.
the kids in Pitt. If you would have only been dealing 1 kilo a month, we'd have let it go.
Fine, yeah, I turn
But
the
when it's
blind
4
eye.
and 5 and 6 kilos a month,
You're
we
making
got
too
a
much
problem
money.
with this. Yeah, I mean, you got more money than the school.
Yeah.
I mean, look, it's entrepreneurism philosophy. I mean, I mean, hats off to those kids. I mean, they had some really, and the father who was leading the ring. I mean, come on.
Pitt State.
You know, I mean,
It's a whiteout for a reason.
no doubt. No
It's a
doubt.
whiteout for we never
Happy Valley.
We never knew it.
And I tell you
Never knew
what,
they
why
was
he
getting
was-
that happy.
I wonder why they didn't sit down for that football game.
Never.
Huh? They all stood up the entire
That's why the
game.
cold didn't matter.
That wasn't snow on the ground. That wasn't snow on the ground.
Look at Dan Lanning when he got there for one night.
Oh my God.
but it's crazy that
It's only 4 o'clock. Where are we going after this? I don't know.
LSU's
8
obviously
p.m.
who gets singled out. The SEC thinks they're going to be dealing with head coaches and lawyers and those, and instead, Louisiana Governor Jeff Landry's office gives out a statement. This whole thing is ridiculous. Don't hate the player, hate the game. I've been saying for a year that college sports needs to be fixed. The NCAA could have done it. Congress could have done it. Neither did. Now the SEC is creating a legal mess over athletes it told were out of eligibility, only to change the rules afterward. The SEC accepted court decisions on Diego Pavia and Trinidad Chambliss. Why is this different? You can't tell athletes their college careers are over, watch them move on, change the rules later, and then punish them for not predicting the future. You can feel however you want to feel about the Louisiana governor. Makes a pretty good point right there. I tell you what.
Spot on.
It's
Spot
just
on.
not a hard thing to argue against.
Listen, and if you don't like him, there he is. He just fixed it. He just said it. You had your opportunity. You're not. Like Rohan and I said, just let him play for 1 year.
I just think
how is this going to hurt somebody?
This shows you the Louisiana, how different this place is. That you thought you were going to be dealing with ADs and head coaches. Instead, you got state governments giving their input on how they feel about it. Because
And the thing is,
LSU's the heartbeat of this
Give
whole
him a pardon.
thing.
it shouldn't even get to that though.
No.
I agree.
Why the hell it shouldn't get to that?
No.
Because of they done dropped the ball as he pointed out,
Right.
and now it's gotten to that, which is it's stupid, bro. It really is stupid.
And-
like you said, it's an easy fix.
Easy.
It's really stupid because now you're getting people involved with this thing that it shows your incompetence. Like
That's my bingo. The SEC Greg Sankey made himself look like an idiot.
And it does feel like it's a massive turning point, and that if this is how you want to do it, you had to put a stand down one way or the other. So that's how they're using this, by not really saying anything and then being like,
Yeah, but
no,
then
this is. I know it's not right, but this is the time to be like, if we ever have to say something, if you're the NCAA,
It's now.
It's now.
Yeah.
And so like I'm setting the rule.
Yeah, it's now.
Like now you got curfew. Like I've been going out till 10. I got a 4.0.
So let's use this scenario. So you got the SEC, ACC, all the conferences. Okay, the NCAA is supposed to govern the conferences, right? Why wouldn't the NCAA step in and go, here's the deal, Greg, enough. We're going to allow this for a year.
Right.
You can't tell me no, you can't, because what you're telling the NCAA is exactly what the courts are telling you, but you don't want to listen to them. You don't want to listen to the NCAA. You don't want to listen to court. You think you're above the NCAA and the courts. You're not. You're not. Unfortunately, this country was built on a judicial system. These kids went through the court system. Whether you like it or not, don't tell me, oh, you pick your judges. Who cares? You pick your congressmen. You pick your senators. You pick your presidents. You pick your governors. These kids did it the right way, and you're pissed about it. Deal with it for 1 year. Deal with it and move on.
Because
close the loophole after this year, and it's
the
over
loophole
with.
Closes itself.
It's over.
It's so simple, and that's where Lloyd said it yesterday.
It does close itself.
Sometimes the simplest thing works. Sometimes throwing to the 6'7" tight end just works. Like maybe just try it every play.
Well, unfortunately, Brian Kelly didn't want to do that.
Right, and sometimes the simplest thing is the right choice, and the simplest thing is to say, you know what, all these guys,
this is fucked,
can play. We screwed it up. On
Yeah,
purpose.
but why not just take the accountability?
Because they can't.
agree with you.
They
Why?
can't. They're not.
Yeah,
They,
but
they
that
are not.
makes no
they,
sense.
They
'Cause
will
you know
not.
why?
Can't
You
put their
stand
ego
up there and you
aside.
tell these kids to take accountability all the time.
Do it the right
for this,
way.
for that.
Right.
Do. Well, now is your opportunity to be an example.
Right.
Don't give a damn if you feel like you don't want to be made the example. You don't want to be put on that pedestal like you screwed it up. Well, you did.
Let's look out for the student athletes for once.
Yes.
One time.
Yeah, and
They done made you enough money.
Right. They did plenty for you when they were amateurs.
you're making the schools pay.
Right.
You know, these kids need to be played. Okay. Well, we're not asking you to pay them. We're just asking you to give them 1 year.
Right.
1 year of eligibility that you could have closed this up prior to the season and all of this. You didn't. Just look, people would respect you more if you just came out and said, you know what? We've gotten enough comments. We've gotten bullets for this. We've done this. But now, you see, when he screwed up is when he put this to a vote. Because now people are going to say, the leaders of the schools are going to say, wait, we voted on this, and now you're going back on your word.
That's right.
So you just keep fumbling over yourself.
When it's just
know
the
why?
solutions right there.
It's because their allegiance is to
The
their
dollar.
presidents and whoever's running these institutions who's putting money in their pocket and voted them in. It ain't to the kids.
No.
And if you keep the main thing, and it's about the kids, this ain't even an issue.
Correct.
Look, I said it yesterday. If LSU's gonna keep going down this path and you're gonna keep being the one with the target on your back,
keep going.
Independent.
Yeah.
Keep going. Yeah.
Break away.
Keep going.
Break away and go. We'll do our own
Notre
team.
Dame does it.
But this is the thing, though. LSU could do as long as
LSU does not
as
need
long
the
as
SEC.
they don't, long as they don't change the rules. Who cares?
And also, from a business perspective, what's the difference between suing the NCAA and suing the SEC? If it goes to court, you're gonna lose. Like it's the same antitrust law that was already been held up in court.
Well, I don't think LSU needs to sue the NCAA.
No, it'll be player by player.
Players. Line them up. Line them up. Line them up. And listen, you're costing yourself more money because now you have to defend it.
12 angry men.
You have to defend it. I asked this question 2 nights ago. Who votes Greg Sankey in? Well, the board. What board? Who makes up the board?
Who's the SEC president?
Let's go. Let's get rid of this guy. Hey, man, look, you done a good job. It's time for you to go. You've screwed this up. Let somebody step in and take the bullet.
Go join your book club.
You know what? It's right. Look, you've made enough money. He acts, and I kid you not, Greg Sankey reminds me of Roger Goodell. I'm untouchable.
Mm-hmm.
I'm the Teflon Don.
I feel like that.
I'm the Teflon Don.
I got a 16-0 vote.
That's right. And by the way,
by
the way, I'm gonna be like Goodell. All you owners, you got to give me some time on your planes, and you're gonna pay me. You're gonna pay me.
Take care of me.
All of my health
Take care
insurance
of
the
me.
rest of my life, and you're gonna give me
Crazy
$130 million a year. I'm gonna get drunk at the draft. I'm gonna fumble the names. I mean, come on. Somebody, and that's what Sankey looks like. He's trying to set himself up to be the next Roger Goodell.
I've
in the
been
NFL.
comparing him to that for 5 years.
Get over it, dude. Like, just
I
show
agree with that.
show some humility and say, "Hey, man, I screwed this up." Or this is a screwed up situation. I'm going to fix it for our conference.
No, that's
whatever
not
the rest of the
happening.
conference
I'll
do,
take
that's on
every,
them.
and this like what Goodell does. I'll take every bullet for 3200s because that's who I'll work for. I don't
That's
know
exactly
who Sankey
right.
works for.
That's exactly right.
Himself.
Right.
That's
So
what it seems like.
yeah, 16-0 vote.
You know?
Which is not
15.
true.
15. We only
15.
Well, it
Yeah,
was 16-0 the
16-0
first day on the
Then he changed
something,
it.
and then the 15-0 the second day on the actual enforcing of the
He should have
punishments.
just came out and said it was 50-50.
That's what it
Because
is.
I'm telling you, if you were in that room, it ain't
no one-
16-0.
Are you kidding me?
Because I know
There's
of
no way Ole Miss voted for this.
no. I mean,
no
there's,
way.
there's multiple
Texas.
teams that have already done
Texas,
this.
Missouri.
They already have
Everybody's
players.
doing it.
They're not paying. That makes no sense.
But the NCAA, and I would
Vanderbilt.
respect it because the NCAA.
Pavio's begging.
Right.
One more year.
One
One more year.
Hey.
One more year.
I mean, he's a perfect example of a guy that made more money in college than he's going to make
Right.
in the league.
They got
Already
cut from the
cut.
Ravens.
Well, I didn't even know that, but
Yeah.
see, that's what I'm
I mean,
saying.
I
like
mean, what is league minimum for?
250 is what it used to be, right?
What?
I think Pyburns-
No, it's higher than
NFL.
that now. It's probably like 850.
But like Pyburn's, like his UDFA preseason deal was 150,000. Like that's all it is. And I mean, LSU can double that right now,
Right.
easy. Right?
I mean,
That's
and-
300 grand,
I
nothing.
mean, listen, if the kids were going to the NFL, making the team, and then going, oh, I'm only making 850 or 350 or whatever it is, but I can
Right.
go back to LSU, then I'd say, okay, that's a problem. But they're not. They're getting waived. They're getting cut. So I'm sitting at home going, what do I do next? Well, there's my bags. I got my pads. LSU's willing to pay me $500,000 to go play for them for one more year.
Right.
Nah, the SEC says I can't do it. I mean, who are they to tell me what I can and cannot do? I'm not even in the league anymore. Bye. I really do. I think you know, everybody says the NCAA
I'm an independent contractor.
NCAAs, everybody says the NCAAs is irrelevant. With stupid stuff like this, it makes SEC look. I know it's not irrelevant, but you're losing the luster and the grip and on everything as the biggest conference because you don't know what you're doing.
Well, it should like what you said. He should have stepped up.
Right.
And he should have set the precedent for
Yep.
it.
Yep.
And he's
They
doing
do.
that just the way that
The wrong
I don't
way.
think anybody
The wrong
agrees
way.
with.
Well, he towing.
Mm-hmm.
He's not making the decision.
No, whichever
he's
way
just-
the money goes, that's where he's going
Yeah,
to.
he-
No, I mean, in
just
the first statement that the SEC put out, it was basically nothing. This is why we need Congress to step in. They literally, in the first statement they put out was, we don't want to do anything. We really can't do anything. We can say a whole lot of things. We need Congress to come fix this for us. Because the NCAA's whole plan from the inception of this situation was, and let's not do it in January. Let's not do it in October. Let's do it in June so that all chaos breaks out and we make sure that everyone looks and goes, oh, look at what a mess it is. This is why Congress needs to
NCAA's
step
got to
in.
come in and fix it.
Right.
Like, look, oh, we're going to create a mess. We're going to make it as bad as possible. Instead of, if you do it in January, the players know. Or if you do it in October, they can't come back.
Well, guess what? Mission accomplished. Because
They created chaos and they look.
It is a disaster.
And I would respect them more if they came out and said, you know what? We did it to create chaos. We did it to show you needed
See
us.
what happens without us?
Here we are. We'll come fix it for you.
yeah.
you'll never
I would
do that,
respect
though.
it more.
To
But
come
it
on,
ain't
Governor.
But they ain't
I
gonna
mean,
do it.
He can't. He can't. I'm not.
I mean,
I've never been a Greg Sankey fan. I'm sorry. He might be a
Neither.
nice guy.
I've never met him, but
I've never met him
the-
either.
the
He might be a nice
decisions-
guy, but
the
he just,
decisions-
from a business standpoint, he's
Yeah.
horrible.
Yeah,
It's horrible.
I wasn't a big fan.
I will say LSU just announced a handful, or MMR just announced a handful of LSU football players that are on the MMR all academic team. I'm going to run through this list. You ready?
Sure.
Eugene Wilson III, Sam Levitt, Solomon Thomas, Trenton Henderson, Brandon Brown, Stephilian Green, Corey Barber Jr., DJ Pickett, Weston Davis, Ryan Moret, Caden Durham, Jaden Breaker, Jackson Harris, Grant Chadwick, Jordan Ross, Trey Brown, Dylan Carpenter, Malachi Thomas, Philip Wright the third, Charles Ross the second, Devon Keys, Braylon Moore, Aiden Anding, Jordan Seaton.
Very smart team.
I tell you what, it's a pretty smart team. I know that much.
Listen, man, don't nobody care about that.
Shit, no.
No one cares about what you just read when it comes to playing football. All it lets you know is those guys could take it from the classroom to the field.
There we go.
And those names you reeled off were some good ones. So I'm glad they was on there.
And I tell you what,
I take it back.
I want to go to sleep tonight and wake up
on the
morning
roll.
September 5th and
Me
just
too.
focus on football.
Okay, we just
No doubt about
Ready
it.
for some football.
But this is a far cry from the
Bro,
old
you got any-
LSU.
you got any eligibility left?
I think so.
He got a 5th year now.
I think so. I got 50. Yeah, baby. Where we at, Lane?
Hey! Tell you what, and look, for the right amount of money, you go back, right?
All I need is 2.5.
I mean, I just don't get it.
I know,
Go
bro. Like,
use the world.
it's stupid. You know what I mean? Like, to your point, you get a kid sitting home. You done just got cut. You got a 5th year left. What do you think the kid gonna do? What do you think the kid wants to do?
They
The
tell me I can't
betterment for
work.
his family and this, he's gonna come back, bro.
Use your degree.
Yeah.
Okay, so wait.
My
I can
degree's in
use-
football
So my degree is in interdisciplinary studies. Okay.
because they pushed me through.
So I'm gonna go get a job making $50,000 a year, or I can go back and play one more year of football and make $350,000. Well, I tell you what, Mr. Sankey, we're gonna cut your pay to $50,000.
Right.
And by the way, you can't go to another conference and make more money.
Right.
Are you kidding me? No, you're
Right.
stuck here.
Making 50.
You're stuck here making $50,000 a year. Because you know why? That's the rules we decided to put you on. And we're going to restrain you and restrict you from earning a living elsewhere. It's called a non-compete. And those things are like shit. Everybody beats them. Nobody really cares about them. That's what you're doing these kids. You can't compete. It's a non-compete. You can't go play. You can't go make a living. Well, guess what? And it happens
to court.
all the time in business.
Yep.
I take you to court, I beat the non-compete, and I go do what I want to do.
Yep.
So why are you angry about that? You got beat in court. You got beat. Sorry. So you're telling me that the NCAA didn't have an attorney in the courtroom at R.J. Louise? No, he did.
Yeah.
He did. You want to know something? That guy was a North Carolina State grad. He got beat twice by Will Wade. Once in the courtroom and once when he left. So now what? Now what?
That's true.
So you had representation. You lost. Just like a football.
Right.
Hey, we lost to Ole Miss. We don't like that outcome. We want a do-over. No, you don't get a do-over.
You don't get a do-over, man.
You don't get a do-over.
And
You can't stop what you've already created in the middle of the game.
And the thing is, take your lick
Right.
for this year, and it's over.
over with.
Oh, this could be a blip.
Take your
It's
lick.
like taking medicine.
Yeah,
take
take
the
it.
A little Damatab.
hold your nose.
Right.
Hold your nose. Stick him out. Take it, and you're gonna be better in a year. You'll be better. You blink and it's just over with.
That's the funny thing about this whole thing, because if you want to blame it
But
on
I'm
the
like you,
NCAA, that's where it falls at their feet.
Yeah.
Because once you created this amateurism and then it folded like a house of cards, they're professionals. And what
That's
do
right.
professionals do? Go to court. What do professionals win? Antitrust
They
lawsuits.
got money. They
Well,
got money
you have
now.
to pay me a due wage if somebody wants to pay me. That's the fucking law. I don't know what you want to say about it.
This is all about they don't like it. Hey, wait.
You know, 'cause they had so much
the kids are
control.
now all of a sudden
They
powerful.
got control.
The kids are powerful now. Well, you wanted it. You said they should be paid. You've milked the system for how many years, bro?
Yes.
Forever. You've milked the system. You made
all the
all
way
of
up
this
until
money.
5
Now
years
all of a
ago.
sudden, no, you can't do this. And listen, I was one. I can admit when NIL first came out, I was against it. And then I said, well, here's the deal. They should be paid. I don't agree that they should be making the money that they are, but I'm not going to argue with if a
Right.
kid's worth $5 million, go get $5 million.
That's right.
If I'm worth $5 million, I want $5 million.
That's right.
I don't want to say, well, you're
That's
worth
America.
$5 million, but we can only give you $250.
Right.
Bullshit.
I'm
Give me
not
my
signing
$5
that
million.
deal.
I'm
Give
not
me my
signing
$5
that
million.
deal.
So now I'm
signing
worth
that.
this, and the NCAA and the
And you
SEC,
have it.
You don't like
They
it.
got a
Why?
bunch of
Because
it.
they're more powerful than you. They're more powerful
Well, the
than
kids
you.
now have a bigger voice.
Exactly.
Once
But they need representation.
No doubt.
Because there's no fair, and what they're doing is they're going to hire lawyers to represent them.
Oh, no doubt.
And now, wait, we don't care what the courts say. No, you have to care.
shit,
You have
yeah.
to care. Here's the deal. Bring Greg Sankey to Louisiana and put him in jail for not abiding by the court order. Put him in jail. Y'all want to make a statement? Slap handcuffs on him, walk him down the street on North Boulevard
North Boulevard.
and watch what happens. Get him out of the courthouse, put him in cuffs, and take his ass to jail. Wait. Well, you didn't listen to us. The kids don't want to listen to you. You want the kids to listen. You don't want to listen to us. Guess what? There's consequences for everything you do. And here's the consequences.
Money.
Mm-hmm. Follow the money.
It could be LSU could just be tearing apart the fabric of what America is built on, or they could just do what America was built on.
Are they doing what they're
LSU
allowed to do?
LSU is following the way this
doing-
country was built on the justice system and the judicial system.
Dum-dum.
Unfortunately, the powers that be don't like that because now they're being challenged. Well, you open this whole can of worms when that house settlement hit. You open.
100%.
So go blame the judge in California who agreed to all of this and said that this was okay. That's who you ought to be pissed off at. Don't be pissed off at the kids who now are following what you said was okay. And by the way, schools, you have to pay these. You have to put up $20 million for rev share for these kids. Okay, everybody's living by your rules.
Yep.
But now we don't like some of these rules that these kids are taking. I think it's horseshit. I think it's complete horseshit. You're playing by two sets of standards or multiple sets of standards, and it's not. They making themselves look like complete horses' asses.
Do you know how many billionaires pay taxes? None.
0.
Well, I mean, look. I mean, Elon Musk is dropping $100 billion in the state of Louisiana.
Oh, we need that patch.
Ooh. Ooh. Tell you what, I'd wear a SpaceX. I'd have it tattooed on my arm for the right amount of money.
I'm right there with you.
The QR code on
I
my
know
back.
somebody else will get it tattooed anywhere.
No.
Where's he?
Wyatt.
Yes,
There
right
he
there.
is.
He get it right on his nose,
Right.
right on his fat nose.
He said anywhere.
Anywhere. I know you would.
I get
Really,
5 of them.
after we
One
turn
for
off the
each
mics,
year.
I'll tell you what he said he'd do for $500,000.
Oh.
Can't tell you on air.
Don't. Oh my God.
I know.
Oh,
And
white
he-
boy.
Listen, I'm just getting paid what I'm worth. If I'm worth $500K, I'll take $500K.
I can't hear him.
You're
He
not
said,
worth
"I'm just getting paid what I'm worth."
$5.
You know he's in Lafayette?
Oh, what are you doing in
No,
Lafayette?
shut the fuck up.
Are you in Loyola?
Hell no.
In Loyola, Lafayette.
He's in New Orleans.
Is that where's Big Billy Vaughn at?
Where is
Becca
Big Billy Vaughn?
He's downstairs. He's
Go get him.
downstairs.
Get him on the camera.
No,
Come on,
he doesn't
Big
like
Billy.
walking upstairs.
He's not allowed upstairs.
He said he doesn't like walking upstairs.
Billy don't like walking upstairs.
Oh, no, Billy will go to the bottom of the stairs and go, "What?" And he'll come down and he goes, "What?" He goes, "I just want to see how you're doing."
He
Yeah.
ain't walking up the
Uh-huh.
stairs. And why
The
are they
only
walking
stairs
down?
he walks in is Tiger Stadium.
There you go.
There you go. He said the only stairs he walks is in Tiger Stadium.
Who?
His dad.
Billy Ray Vaughn.
I'm
Amen.
gonna tell you, that's a real purple. You cut him open, he bleed purple.
Yeah, he
gold
does.
for sure. I believe that.
You ain't lying.
Yeah,
You
we saw
ain't
that.
Why
lying.
you don't deserve your dad?
I don't. I do not. He is the
He
best.
doesn't deserve you.
Yeah, they're cut from the same
I
cloth.
agree. I should be so much better.
There is nothing more true than that man's father is that man's son.
yeah.
Unbelievable. I rode in the car with him for 15
hey,
minutes.
I know you're not talking.
Yeah, I know that's also very true.
That man's mama,
Uh-huh.
that man's son.
Uh-huh.
Mama.
Did you
And
meet mama and
vice
you meet
versa.
daddy? He goes,
Yeah.
"Yep, that'd be them."
No, not your daddy. I'm talking about your mama. He crazy as hell. I ain't talking about him. I'm talking about your crazy mama.
Uh-huh.
You
Both
and
of
her,
them.
yeah.
Good.
Christmas when we had Christmas in February.
Christmas in February.
All right, guys.
Happy
Glad we
Sleep.
solved it. I gotta go to work.
Yeah, appreciate y'all coming in.
Good seeing you.
Everybody
too,
stopping by.
Hey, absolutely. And let me know if the SEC changes their mind.
We'll keep
Ro
you
and I
posted.
take credit for it.
That's
Keep,
exactly
keep
right.
you posted. I'm gonna cut this out. I'm gonna email it to the SEC.
Don't forget now, I need
Let 'em hear
that
it.
Taylor, baby. I need that Taylor.
He'll be here at 2 o'clock.
There you go. Get a little fitting. Charles, we appreciate
I
you.
think the size would be different.
yeah. You never know.
Look, I'm so.
Just because Wyatt isn't here, don't fill the shoe.
Do not
That's true.
do
That
not
is
I
say
was trying to
that
get him a
shit.
suit still. He tried to get one for graduation, and Wyatt said no.
What is he gonna wear?
He was going to buy him.
I didn't get one. What you mean? I'm waiting on that suit still.
Why?
He was trying to be nice and get him a suit for
Why didn't want a suit?
because it's like I would never wear it. I was like, Wyatt, just take.
No,
the
that's not what I said.
get
That's
the
not what I
suit.
said.
Why you gotta fucking grow up one day? You're gonna put a suit on.
No. Look, I will wear a suit. I would be very, very grateful if Charles was to buy me a suit like he said.
But you
I'm
said
just
no.
saying, I don't really know how suits work. Like I don't wear them. Like I feel like there was.
I don't know how suits.
If he's gonna spend money on me, I feel like I have to be honest and tell him better ways to spend your money.
James Bond.
Yeah.
What would the better ways to spend money on you be?
Prostitutes.
Burger.
Brother, calm down.
Calm down about what? The burger or the prostitute?
Both.
The burger's fine. Out of the other one. Burger, yeah. I mean, it feels like I don't know, like a fucking gift card to Chipotle would be great.
For real?
Yeah, I eat Chipotle every day. See, that's something I can
Chipotle
actually
too.
use. But like a
Me and
suit
you got
to
that
me-
in common now. I love me some Chipotle too.
Oh, Chipotle is the shit. I love it when they get in trouble for having like dirty stuff. Like when they get the listeria outbreaks, that's the best because then the lines are real short.
When they have outbreaks of
I
diseases.
had no idea this was going there. What he just said. He wants a shorter line to be able to eat.
He wants
faster.
that diarrhea
But he
quicker.
wants people to die.
Yeah.
No, I don't want nobody to die.
Just
You
get a
want him
little
to get
sick.
just a little sick.
Yeah, just a little sick.
Makes you
Because
suffer.
I think it's survival of the
He has
fittest.
no
I've
patience. He doesn't
trained
know
my
it.
stomach over the years. I've got an iron stomach. Nothing's getting through this thing.
You still
Can I
on a
get-
diet?
Yeah. I'm down like 20 pounds, 25
LSU
pounds.
posted that practice video of
Good
Witt
for
and
you.
Trey Des on Twitter.
Thank you, bro.
Finally.
Finally.
Heard us.
LSU did what?
This video. Look how good these guys look.
That's the other funniest thing is LSU is taking this shit to court and being so serious that we get excited about 18-7 all over again. It's like Christmas.
Look pretty good. What would you have done with a 6'7" tight end, Ro? That moves like that.
Throwing the ball.
Jimbo, I got
Hey,
it.
just like you say, man. Sometimes it's
that
just that
simple.
simple, bro. Like it's just that simple.
throw him the ball.
Josh Reed is open.
Throw him the ball.
You threw it to him
What-
20 times
Don't matter.
in the same
I don't
game.
care.
Yeah.
I don't care.
Y'all gonna
I'm
leave
ask you,
him?
who's your favorite receiver? Whoever's open.
Amen.
That's
Hey,
it, dog.
And 25 was always open.
He was always open, dog.
And Alabama decided not to cover him that
They
day.
didn't want to cover him.
Well, I guess I'm going to throw it to him again.
Throw it 25
Every
again.
time. 6 times in a row. Shoot, 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 shoot.
Y'all stop it.
Fuck, that's what you out there to do. You listen, I ain't care. I ain't never care. You open, you gonna get it, dog.
Yo.
I don't care if it's 30 times, 20, you gonna get it. If your other receivers want to complain, get open.
And you'll get
I
it.
get it to you too.
Right.
But that was always the first option.
Yeah, he's open.
If the first option's open, you're not gonna see it. I'm not one that's gonna pass up one to get to where I don't know where you're gonna be.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So,
Getting it's the open guy.
And the same thing with Trey Dell. Come on, man. Come on.
Well, he's
man.
always open.
What are we talking about? I don't even care if the guy running with him, he open.
I don't know how you are terrible in the red zone as bad as you were last year when you got Trey Des Green. Like,
Green
I mean,
zone,
even
The
Les
green
Miles,
zone.
the green zone is what it is now. But even Les Miles had Terrence Tolliver 3 times in a row against
Right.
Florida. He's 6'6", nobody else can cover him. I'm throwing 3 straight fades. Jarrett Lee, figure it out.
Yep.
Guess what happened? Touchdown.
Yeah. Sometimes it's just that easy.
Sometimes less.
We don't overthink. Like, it's not cheating.
No, it's not
my-
cheating.
look, we put this whole plan together.
Right.
I
You-
recruited him
use
for.
him. Use him. Use him, bro. He wants to be used.
Yes, I like the football.
Use him.
That's why I'm out here.
Especially this year, bro.
Hey,
And
when
I don't worry about
on
that
your
this
scouting
year.
report, circle number 7.
That's what I'm telling you.
Both sides.
That's what it's supposed. That's what it's always supposed to be.
Exactly.
On your scouting report, circle
Them 2
7.
good ones there.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
Them 2 good ones.
Honky Badger.
Honky
Honky
Badger.
Badger.
The Honky Badger.
About to run through somebody's face.
He better not cut that hair. Keep that mustache.
He ain't cutting that hair.
Yeah, I know you don't want him to cut that hair, do you?
Yeah,
It
birds
gives-
of a feather fly together.
Gives you a little bit more flip back there,
Uh-huh.
doesn't it? Yeah, I know. You're a Honky Badger. I like it.
Legend.
He is a legend. Week's gonna do good too, dog.
Oh yeah.
I mean, that's what we forget. We haven't seen him healthy in 2
That's
years.
right.
And that's the thing, like that.
And he a monster.
To me, them
Monster
giving
weeks.
him 7 is them saying,
Player.
"Watch."
Oh no, he could play. You know he could play.
Oh yeah.
Daughtery.
6'7".
6'7". Both sides.
We got 6'7" on both sides.
I love it.
Me too.
I can't wait for
I
him to play
love
football.
both numbers on both. I love it.
I just love this time of year. Like
I'm all right with both 6s this year.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm all right.
We're good.
Yeah, we good, dog.
Will Campbell.
Big Whip, he has to have a good year for the Patriots.
Yeah.
He got to redeem himself from that debacle.
Shake back.
He got to shake back, dog.
I don't think he was that bad.
He got hurt. He got hurt.
What you say?
I don't think he was that bad.
Oh, shit.
Down the stretch, it got
Listen,
bro.
bro. I'm just talking about
He's a rookie.
that game.
Yeah,
I'm not
bad.
talking about the whole year.
Yeah,
right?
me
He was
too.
okay. He was okay.
Rookie left tackle.
Wasn't stellar. Yeah, correct. It's
And
gonna
his
happen.
coach was doing other things.
But look, when guys tagging off and taking turns, let me get some of them.
I don't want to get double teamed like
Let
that.
me get some of them. That's it. When guys that much confidence going against you, that means your confidence is going down the other way, and theirs is coming up. And when guys saying, "Hey, man, give me a piece of it. Let me get some now," that's a problem.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, it was, and I think also too with him was that they figured him. Yeah, he learned. They figured him out at the end of the. I know it was in the Super Bowl. They got tore up.
They did get tore up in the Super Bowl.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. And a lot of stuff that you do mask that stuff during the year.
Yeah.
But when you're going up against the damn stellar ends and the team, all that stuff, and you get put on that island by yourself, it's like a DB out there.
I'm getting picked
Facing
on.
Randy Moss. I mean, who's gonna win that? You?
No. Randy Moss, when you put that hand up,
it's over.
It's over. Taking down Randy.
Yeah.
Little press coverage.
No. I don't want that fight. I put my sword down.
Listen, bro. I
don't want Randy now.
I seen that cat. I know. No, I don't think a lot of people do either. I mean, I seen that cat, bro, like do shit that.
Yeah, he's great.
5 steps in front of you, put the hand up, it's like, he's about to get going.
Greatest wide receiver all time.
Yeah.
Bruh, when he is like, hey, I don't know. Bro,
At
it's
Marshall.
amazing. It's like you can't. It's amazing for you to understand how fast he gets.
Right.
To you. You know what I'm saying?
He's on you.
Because I'm talking about 3 steps, dog. You at 10 yards, and then if he's on you, it's over.
It's over.
Like
if
when
we
he
even,
starts,
I'm leaving.
If it's even, it's over. I put that shit up, boy. Like just throw it as far as you can.
Easy.
Easy.
Sometimes it's that simple.
It's just that simple.
And Trey does.
Just that simple. With him, just put it near the big fella.
Right.
Even if he ain't running away from him, just put it near him.
No, I mean Texas A&M brought a safety over. They had a corner and a safety, and he
matter.
still caught it.
Doesn't matter. Doesn't freaking.
But they can't stand on each other's shoulders.
No.
Right.
You can't.
Hey, come on up here.
Let's do a little LSU trivia
Let's
this morning.
do the trivia for Wyatt.
Wyatt, you still there?
Let me put this on so I can hear it.
He's a good dude. Oh, we got football tonight.
Screaming.
Yeah, we got FCS football tonight. If you want to go over to FanDuel and gamble on it,
I will.
Maine versus Towson. Who's everybody got in the big game?
give me Towson.
There we go.
Who is it?
Maine versus Towson.
They don't play no football in Maine.
You know who I'm betting against?
I'm gonna be locked in on Southeastern Louisiana versus
I'm
Houston
betting
Christian.
against Stony Brook. I already know where you're going, Lloyd.
Nope. I was gonna say Northwestern. Oh, it's not even Northwestern. Never mind. I don't know when they play. Thought it was Northwestern State.
There
That
you
used
go.
to be the bane of my existence. Let's go to.
That's a whole lot of football tonight, baby.
Let's go to.
ESPN Plus. Get your
Well,
subscription.
Oh.
Those are terrible games.
Yeah, but you're gonna. Well, I am. You don't want to see just a little football? North Dakota?
No, I'll watch it. I watch all football, but these aren't.
No, it's not.
You could find your next quarterback in one of these games.
Next quarterback for where?
Ole Miss.
No. I don't care about Ole Miss.
I know they just found a D3 quarterback.
Ole Miss did?
Trinidad.
Trinidad. Well, he's D2.
D2.
But yeah, so they
D2.
found him.
Lane found
We've got a backup from the FCS level
The people that found
See,
him are
they-
gone.
at the Elon.
That's true.
Landon Clark.
Clark's not bad.
He can spin it.
Yeah, he can spin. He's got some developing to do.
Yeah, he's a football player.
Clark's
He's not a quarterback
bad.
yet.
Yeah, Clark's not bad.
He can move though.
You could win 7
Yeah, he
games
can
with him.
move. Yeah, he can move. I think you could win 7 games with him.
I think you win a lot with
I
11.
don't think he can take you over the top right now. 11's shit, a lot.
Could win the Heisman.
I don't know about that.
I was an All-American
I
and
might put something on that though.
an NFL
Not
draft
bad.
pick. Oh, I did. I already did.
You can parlay LSU National Championship Sam Levitt Heisman
Oh, well, I'm not
over at FanDuel.
our friends.
I'll parlay them to make the playoffs at San Luis.
There you go.
Win
I
the
like that.
playoffs.
All right.
they're gonna
Who
be
went to
good.
LSU and was an
They'll
All-American
be
and a draft pick?
Who did what?
Who went to LSU
Ben Wilkerson.
and was an All-American and an NFL draft
A
pick?
lot of people.
Didn't we already
Could be
do
anyone.
Wilkerson once?
Did we already do Ben Wilkerson?
I think we got Wilkerson one time. We got it right.
No, we didn't.
Not when
Oh,
you were
yeah.
here, but
Oh.
another
We play this
time.
every day.
Oh, gotcha.
This man,
Not
when he
just when
watches
I'm
the
here.
show, and
Yeah.
he's challenging Wyatt.
Shout out our guy Carter.
For real?
Mm-hmm.
Carter's also the same guy that gave us the Rohan Davey football card.
I like Carter.
Shout out.
I like
Carter's a good.
I like Carter.
I mean, this
I was
we've
an
got
All-American and NFL.
we've got a lot of options.
We do have a lot of options. That's what I said. Like, let's go.
Pick you an All-American draft pick from LSU.
Glenn Dorsey,
Glenn Dorsey.
the big dog,
Big
Put.
dog.
big put, man.
Wore a double-digit jersey number. Okay.
Oh,
Okay. Let's see. My brother and I both started 3 seasons for the Tigers, and both won natties.
That's on defense.
I would think so.
Chad Jones.
Think about. All you gotta do
No, he
think
didn't wear
about the
double
All you
digits.
gotta do think about the national championship game.
Doesn't
The Taylor brothers?
what's the didn't Craig Stelz have a brother?
Yes.
Yeah.
Did he win? Did his brother win a natty?
His brother wasn't an
And
All-American.
I don't know what
I
position his
think
brother
Craig might
played
be the
either.
All-American.
Craig was all.
Craig was All-American.
Double
That's what I'm
digits,
saying.
16.
Okay.
16.
It's been I've been waiting for Craig Stelz. Yes! Oh, one shot at Wyatt!
Bro. Come on, man. Come on, man.
Brah, brah, brah.
There you
Don't
go,
play with me,
Wyatt.
Carter. Don't give me a Catholic League player.
What were the last 2 clues? I might be the first white guy to return a punt for a touchdown since Billy Cannon at LSU. I spent some time in the Windy City after LSU. I share a first name with a guy who played a hilarious janitor on a TV sitcom.
Craig.
I think we would have got it on the punt, the fourth hit.
Probably.
regardless.
Yeah. A white guy returning a punt.
And then
Yeah,
the
that's-
Chicago thing.
Yeah.
Great hair.
There's only 2 in LSU history.
Like yours.
Thank you, sir.
Come on.
Stelz
There
was
we
good.
go.
I like Stelz. He was a good player.
Thumper.
Yeah, he was a good player. He was smart too.
Mm-hmm.
He was a good player.
But Hester talks about whenever he met Craig Stelz and it was in the hole. Boom, boom. It's like, I thought neither one of us knew what a walkthrough was. I mean, just 2 white boys just crown of the head, crown of the
Hester a
head.
tough son with a gun too, boy. Hester was
He's a good
tough.
player.
Jacob Hester?
No, I know that. No, but Stelz I think is underrated because he's white.
No, I mean Stelz was. Listen, when you compare him
Jack Hunt.
to other safeties, I mean he's right there, but he's not. His thing was he was a smart player.
He was in the
He
right
was a
place
heady
every time.
player. Yeah, but he's not gonna wow you with running and jumping the building and all that. He just was a fantastic football player.
Yeah.
We ain't gonna wow you.
Right. Right.
Solid NFL career too. I think he played like 6, 7 something seasons for the Bears.
Yeah, he played.
Well, which one is it?
6, 7.
I don't know exactly. I think it was like it was upwards of like 5 seasons. Like he stated, he got his second contract. He played in the league for a little while. Good for him. Underrated player.
I don't think Craig Stelz was underrated. I think he was just a good, solid safety.
A hard
I think he's underrated now. I think back in the day, you definitely knew what you had. But I think now, the fact that you've had so many good safeties recently, I think Craig Stelz gets looked over a little bit.
Well, you have had some pretty dang good safeties.
That's
at
what I
LSU.
was just about to say. Like, he's getting looked over now because them motherfuckers are good.
Yeah.
That's why I say I don't think that he's being overlooked. I just think that you got guys that came that was better. And during his time, he was fantastic.
He had 6 picks in 2007.
Yeah, he was fantastic.
Oh.
He was a good player, man. But you've had some monsters done.
Oh no, look.
Oh, what?
Shit.
Pat McAfee went awful and
You got some
talking
right.
about LaRon whenever he showed up in Indianapolis.
When who?
LaRon Landry. He's
Yeah.
like, I've never met somebody like that in my life.
That's what I'm saying.
Like, specimen.
You got some specimens on the team right now. That's safety.
Bruh.
It's finally back.
Bruh.
DBU.
DBU, wide receiver U, whatever the
NFL
hell else
U.
you wanna
Quarterback
call-
U.
whatever you want to call it, bro. It's like
Can't keep a good man
I
down.
want to see these results now.
Yep.
Come on,
I'd
Banners,
like not to be cheese
rings.
at you.
right? Right.
Well,
That
Ro,
was
we,
embarrassing.
we appreciate you coming to hang out.
Oh, for sure. You know that, my boy.
We'll have you back in next week. LSU, it's game week next week.
Show live, dog.
Can't wait.
Show live, dog.
We appreciate everybody starting their morning with us. We'll be back tomorrow morning, 8 a.m. And Wyatt should be here. Wyatt, thank you for staying up with us.
Thank you, Wyatt.
Appreciate y'all.
I know.
See y'all tomorrow.
I know the NCAA update just dropped, so that's what you're doing.
Yeah, go get to it.
Oh, I cannot wait. I'm
Deuce
restarting.
Gerald's to running back.
Deuce Gerald's to running back, fullback, tight end, all of it. Corey Barber's about to win multiple Heismans. Trenton Henderson's about to be coming off the edge looking like Miles fucking Garrett. I can't fucking wait. I'll tell you what.
Let's go.
And give him the mock turtleneck.
Oh, 100%, 100%. I know you've seen the Eric Rayweather video. They got turtlenecks in the game now.
I'm
so
a
excited.
slut just like you.
Oh, come on. I'm putting the Guardian caps on just for practice, taking them off for games. I'm about to take a little 3-hour, nap before the update comes
He
out.
needs
Update
one.
comes out. I'm
Look
locked.
at that big old head.
Mm-hmm.
We got to make sure that thing
Fix the
stays-
spats.
We got to make sure that head stays intact.
We need. It's unfortunate how much he knows about football. Craig Stelz.
Oh,
See you guys tomorrow.